has to offer. Brought to you tonight
from Fort Washington, Maryland and Rosecroft Raceway, we have a card with a heavy Baltimore presence tonight as we bring you live coverage of the Shabazz Brotherz boxing card from Rosecroft Raceway. Hi again, everyone. Gary Digit Williams here at ringside. We welcome you to tonight's boxing. And we get ready to start in just a moment. Ring announcer, this is Bobby Jones talking to the crowd right now. Let's listen to him at this moment.
Bring something to the party tonight. Do we have a deal? Let's try it again. Rosecroft boxing fans, are you ready to do this? There you go. Excellent. They'll feel that. Then let's step to this. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boxing fans in attendance, and to our listeners joining us on the Spreakers.com podcast. We welcome you to the boxing ballroom here at Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland, where tonight the most prolific promoter in the DMV proudly presents a star of the summer stunner. Shabazz Brotherz Boxing presents a spectacular evening of live world-class professional boxing for your viewing pleasure. The matchmaker is the renowned boxing diva Renee Aiken. All of tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the Maryland State Athletic Commission, Executive Director Patrick Piniella, Chairman David J. Norman, Commissioners Charles J. Chuck Gass, David S. Shull, and NFL Hall of Famer, Baltimore Colt great Lenny Moore. The referees tonight, Dave Branslow and Brent Bovell. The judges, John Gradowski, Don Risher, and Paul Wallace. The timekeeper, Joe Gradowski. The physicians at ringside tonight, Dr. Craig Fisher and Dr. Robert L. Davison. And now, boxing fans, let's get this special Saturday night boxing extravaganza started quickly. DJ Afu, tell them what time it is.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out.
You ready to bring the boxes out now? Once again, I'm Gary Digit Williams. Thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm working as Juan Marshall is recovering tonight. He had some medical issues, so he's recovering for that. So I'm joined tonight by a young man who, you heard his great commentary on our post-fight wrap-up show a few weeks ago from the Entertainment Sports Arena. Did an outstanding job, and he decided him to do color commentary. His name is the Golden Boy, Don Hollingsworth II. Good to be with you, Don.
Hi, everybody. As usual, I want to say thank you. I appreciate the love, and we want to wish one of my mentors, Juan Marshall, a great recovery. But, man, I got to give Shabazz, I got to give him a pat on the back for throwing this show together. I really, man, this is going to be a beautiful night. I can't wait for this.
No question about it. We're going to get going here with our first bout, which is Kendrick Houston, a heavyweight from Kannapolis, North Carolina. He'll take on Norman Neely from Patterson, New Jersey. Kendrick Houston is 1-4-2, 1 KO. Norman Neely is 1-0 with 1 KO. Thanks for joining us tonight. Juan Marshall, we wish you best and best wishes to you. Kendrick Houston came in at 315 pounds. He's coming in the ring right now.
Yeah, I saw him at the weigh-in yesterday. He came in very heavy, but if he knows about the fight game and he knows how to use that weight, he could really use it to his advantage if he's in the right shape.
And Norman Neely's already in the ring here. He's out of Patterson, New Jersey, we said. Our main event tonight is a matchup of young boxers, but surprising that they're both going to the 6th round count right away as Lorenzo Truck Simpson out of Baltimore takes on Dwayne Williams of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Lorenzo Simpson 4-0, 3 KO. This card was delayed a little bit. The EMTs were a little tardy in getting here, but they're here now. And so we're going to update you as we go along through the night about this card. So getting ready now, here's bringing out, we're getting ready for our broadcast here tonight. And it should be a lot of fun, no question about that.
Me personally, I can't wait to see Truck come out, man. I mean, it's crazy when people say, man, we watched you grow up, Junior. Now I'm the one who's getting older and watching Truck come up. And it's like, wow, Truck is pro now. And he's now, in my opinion, you need your first few fights, get your feet wet, no head gear, smaller gloves.
Right.
And once he gets that going, gets his feet wet, it's gonna be beautiful to watch him turn this thing on, man.
Indeed, no question about it. I've told people from the get-go, Don, that once Truck Simpson turned pro, watch out. And I think we're in a situation where we can see that. No question about it. His talent is there, no question.
Definitely. I mean, okay, we got to also give Coach Calvin a lot of applause.
Calvin Ford, Kenny Ellis.
Yes, changes kids' lives. He makes these kids believe that they could be something, and he makes them become true champions and holds them accountable in and out of the square. And the thing about Truck is, you see all of it there. You see he has it. He has it. Everybody coming out of that upper gym always had it. And now he's going to wind up looking at that beautiful skill tonight. He takes another step forward and being a complete pro.
Tonight, 4 of the boxers come from Baltimore, and a couple from Columbia, Maryland as well. So that heavy side of the state of Maryland is very well represented here tonight. So we have a little bit of discussion here in the Neely corner. Let's tell everybody where we are. We are in our Beltway family ringside seats. We're in neutral corner. The blue corner is directly across from us, and the red corner is off to our left, and the other neutral corner is directly possibly from us. We're gonna have that happen a lot tonight.
We're talking about the place that we at.
Yeah.
This place to me is legendary. For me, guys like the Fox brothers, the Russell brothers, so many guys. Rosecroft is a sanctuary for us. You know, so it just feels so good to see a lot of these guys. A lot of guys made their name here. Now, I seen Rockman, who now son is fighting on this card.
Right.
George
And his brother.
His brother as well. George Foreman fought here.
Right.
You know, so many great guys, local legends, world champions fought here. So this is sacred ground for the fight game.
Yeah. Rosecroft has been a lot of the cards with Keystone Boxing and some other promotions, Jetta Promotion. They did a couple of shows here. I mean, this is a great place. A lot of the champions that we have now and the next wave the wave we have now started right here. No question about that. Now we got a little bit more of a delay here, so let's go over the rest of the card real quickly. Unless we can.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this.
Okay, we're gonna get started now. This is Bobby Jones.
Quickly, this first bout of the evening is scheduled for 4 rounds or less. These are the big boys of boxing in the heavyweight division. When the bell rings, the man controlling the mayhem in the middle, internationally renowned referee Brent Bobel. Introducing the principals. First, fighting out the red corner. This gentleman is wearing black trunks. He weighed in at a physically imposing 315 pounds. 7 bouts in his young career. Hailing from Kannapolis, NC, here is Kendrick Big Heavy Houston. And his opponent fighting out the blue corner. He's wearing the red trunks. He weighed in at a ring-ready 234.6 pounds. 1-0 in his young career. That victory coming by way of knockout hailing from Patterson, New Jersey. Here is Norman Daly. Brent Bobel, the final instruction.
Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. So let's touch him up.
So you say it's going to be a very interesting bout, huh?
I believe so. I mean, this is imposing right here. I mean, he looks great. Neely looks great. But you got 316 pounds, and this will be can this guy use that weight against Neely, and can Neely make that weight go against him?
So here we go. Round 1. We're scheduled for 4 here tonight. Glad you joined us right here on the Box on Beltway Podcast Network. We're brought to you by Real Time Pain Relief and DeborahSpears.com. Kendrick Houston, the southpaw. Jab him with the right. Neely coming in conventionally, left hand, good left hand to the head by Neely. And he throws the right hand as well, and referee Brent Bobel separate them. Neely once again with the left hand, another right hand. And Neely hitting behind the head, and referee Brent Bobel warns him, but he also warns Houston for turning around. Turning his back to him. His right hand by Neely. Another right hand by Neely. And Houston tries to dig inside, goes down to the belt line, and Bobel separates him. Right hand by, good right hand by Neely, and Houston goes down, but, oh no, they'll call it a knockdown. Got a little body shot in there, and that caught Houston. Houston's not complaining, so that was a knockdown by Norman Neely, body shot to Kendrick Houston. Past the first minute, round one, scheduled for 4. One knockdown already in the contest. It Neely, right hand, another right hand to the body, and the head, I should say, and down goes Houston, and the bout is over. Granville Bell waves it off. Houston might have fallen on his head, and he's holding his head right now. The doctor's coming in the ringside, going into the ring, I should say. And our first bout ends relatively quickly. Norman Neely now 2-0. 2 KOs. Houston 1-4, 1-5-2. So about 1 minute 19 seconds, and definitely a crushing knockout for Norman Neely. But it looked like Houston had an opportunity. He was using his jab well, but he couldn't stop Neely from getting inside.
Okay, this is the problem. Let's break this whole 2 minutes down. Neely did the right thing. He tried to catch and shoot, slid on the inside, tried to get little sneaky body shots in, take the gas out that tank. And then the thing about Houston threw a nice jab. He would try to follow up, but he would close his eyes and he would blink a little bit. That takes away your vision. And then when you don't see what's coming at you, then next thing you know, your body can't register what's coming. So that wound up wearing him down. So Neely did the right thing by making him use that weight against him. And then he got in the inside, got out, and that was the end of the night.
Houston's back up to a stool now. And Drs. Robert Davidson and Dr. Craig Fisher are working with him. Craig Fisher talking to him at the time. Still to come, not only do we have Lorenzo Simpson on Dwayne Williams, we have Hasim Rockman Jr. battling Curtis Head out of Southfield, Michigan. Of course, Rockman Jr. out of Baltimore. Houston up to a standing position now. Kwame Ritter returns to the ring. He'll take on Clarence Whitehead of Philadelphia. Interesting matchup of heavyweights out of the Beltway, as Moosin Kaysen of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Baltimore. He'll take on DC's Nathaniel the Juggernaut Copeland. Another Beltway matchup, Ashton Lagoon Sykes of Columbia, Maryland. Excuse me, taking on Devin Bite Butcher of Baltimore. You said before the card there was a little bit of bad blood between those two.
I was at the weigh-in yesterday. Okay, I've hung out with Ashton Sykes at the weigh-ins and things like that. Cool guy, but he don't play around. I'll just put it that way. And you know, these guys, it kind of got under Sykes' skin a little bit when Butcher kind of got in his face. Butcher got in his face and everything like that. He didn't appreciate that too much, because you know, I never understood that. You're gonna fight 24 hours. What's with all the theatrics? I never understood it.
Right.
So, I guess I'm just old school, come from old school family. But I just know that Sykes should not let that get into his head. Just come in there with the same game plan, make him suffer for getting in his face, but stay a complete pro the whole time.
And because of that, there's an added presence of security here tonight. Looks like members of the Nation of Islam are here in attendance tonight, and they have the security here. So
they're deep. They're very deep.
Okay. So we'll see what happens as the night goes on. Our first bout is over as Norman Neely scores our first round knockout. Get the official time from ring out Disc Bowling Jones.
Let's hear from Big Heavy. He is okay. Kendrick Houston is okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes by way of the knockout. 1 minute, 19 seconds of the very first round. His record now goes to 2-0 with 2 KOs from Patterson, New Jersey. Norman Neely.
So Norman Neely, your winner. He wins by first round knockout, 119 of the first round.
Oh, 219.
No, it said one. 119. 119, yep. 119 of the first round. Yep. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Real Time Pain Relief from Boxers Ballerinas. For shoulder pain and muscle strain and everything in between, Boxers on the Beltway recommends Real Time Pain Relief. Natural, plant-based, safe, fast, and effective ointment. Go to freepainoffer.com, buy $10 worth of Real Time Pain Relief, you get a free $10 tube of real-time pain relief. Rub it on, the pain is gone in real time. And by DeborahSpears.com, she has that great weight loss tips and great jewelry on Deborah, DEBRA Spears.com. Some other things while we're waiting for our next bout, something we can talk about during the week. Of course, early in this week, we had 3 Beltway boxers on a card at the Ocean Casino Resort in Lansing City, New Jersey. And one of them was Temple Hills, Maryland middleweight Demetrius Big Meats Ballard. And he had a tough one. His bout ended in a no decision in the 3rd round. We took on Elias, the Latin kid Shabazz of Mexico, Merida, Mexico, in the main event of that bout.
I mean, you want a guy like Meech to get the rounds in. It happened, you know. Can't stop certain things from happening. Butts happen, whatever. But he looked good. He looked good in camp. He looked good for the certain rounds he was in there. He's still getting out of certain things, certain habits, getting more good habits. So everything is fine. You know, he's going to take those 3 rounds, get back in the gym, he had to feel the things, and continue to shake the rust off.
Well, this was his first bout at middleweight, and he seemed to handle the dropping weight pretty well.
And you know why he handled it well? Because he took time. It wasn't just I'm rushing to, all right, I went from 60, I'm going to go to 60 real quick, 3 months. No, he took a long period of time, took his time. And that's good because his body got time to adjust, get all that. You know, you got a scholarship from UCLA. He played football. He's a big boy. All right, so he got time to get some of that weight off. And he looked so much leaner. He looked great. He looked great at the weight. So I'm happy for him.
Good enough. Well, the first round at about 2 men came together and clashed their heads. Accidental headbutt caused blood to stream on the side of Shabaz's face. They were both competitive in the 2nd round, but in the 3rd round, ringside doctor, they looked at Shabaz's condition, decided he could not continue. But the bout had not reached the halfway point, was scheduled for 10 rounds and only reached 3, and because of that, the bout was declared a no decision. Shabaz's record remains at 20-0, 13 KOs. Shabazz still 18-4, 3 KOs. Also in that card, in a non-title bout, WBC female super featherweight champion Franchon Cruz Dezern. She scored a 5th round TKO over Kayla Lady Beast Williams of New Iberia, Louisiana. Williams was game opponent, but Cruz Dezern just battered her all over the place.
I mean, people forget just how decorated Franchon is. I grew up in that gym with her. She's more decorated than most of the men that were on the Olympic team, besides just going to the Olympics. That's the only thing that's not on the resume. That's it. That's how good she was. So for her to get this spotlight, get signed to Golden Boy, get that world title, take the title away from Cornejo. Cornejo can fight. Yeah. You know, and so it was good to see. And you see now, you know, they always say, when you win a world title, you're going to get 5 times better or you're going to get lazy and get 5 times worse. She's gotten better. I got to give it to her, man. So it was beautiful to see her shine in her first defense of her title.
Yeah, well, actually, it wasn't a defense. It was a non-title bout.
Oh, it was non-title?
Non-title bout, yeah, because the Williams didn't have a win.
While we await our next bout, so
3-1.
Pleasure to introduce this young man. So
But
amateur. Now he's a professional on the verge of a title shot. He has a minor title, but he's going for one of the major ones. Baltimore's own Malik, the Iceman Hawkins. Also in the house tonight we have this gentleman, homegrown from right down the street, Forestville. They said he scored an upset in his last bout against an undefeated fighter, but we knew he had it in him. Our very own, the Professor, Michael Fox. So tall and talented at 6'4". Half of the Twin Towers along with his brother Alantes. Gentleman that was supposed to be on tonight's fight card, but his opponent fell out, Maurice Winslow. Come on up, Maurice. You deserve this.
Maurice Winslow out of Hollingsworth, Maryland.
You were ready. Always stay ready. This gentleman was ranked as an amateur 4 consecutive years in the top 3. Maurice Winslow. We'll get you on here. Just stay ready, young man. That's right.
Okay, so this is Martin Jones.
Again, let's have
talking with some great young boxers. Maurice Winslow, who's fighting out of Holden, Maryland. Also, Malik Iceman Hawkins and the Professor, Michael Fox. 3 great boxers.
Yes, man, I watch these guys come up in the amateurs and everything, man. To see them come up in the amateurs and now turn pro, man, I'm just so proud, man, because it just means a lot for me to see these guys make it. And for Michael Fox to go through what he went through and come back and upset a guy, great. And then look at Freeze, Malik Hawkins, to go through what he went through, go in there and he dug deep and win that title. And you know he's ready for that top 15 step. That's what he showed. And Maurice Winslow, top amateur, he's gonna get his feet wet and he's gonna turn it to a complete pro. I can't wait for that.
Getting back to the card real quick in Atlantic City, Cruz earns now 5-1, 2 KOs. Williams remains winless, 0-3-1. And quickly, let's talk about Mike Yes Indeed Reed, who scored an 8-round unanimous decision over Angel Hitman Hernandez of McAllen, Texas. Won by score 79-73 and twice in 78-74. Good performance from Mike Reed.
Yes, and I was so happy for him to bounce back. I'm glad that he bounced back. Glad he got the speed. Glad he got the rounds in. Glad he got the rounds in, got the rush off, and he was able to sharpen up some of the tools. So I was happy for Mike. You know, now he's going to move back up to the 10s and 12s and he's back up in that top 15 contender where he belongs.
I get back to the card here at the Rosecroft Raceway for Washington, Maryland. Gary D.J. Williams along with Don Hollingsworth II, alongside sitting in for Juan Marshall tonight. Devin Butcher coming to the ring. He is 6-3 with 3 KOs. Coming off a bout on September 22nd. Lost 8-round unanimous decision to Travis Reeves, and about that, quite frankly, Butcher was never in that bout against Travis Reeves. He had a tough time at Bowie State.
Yes, he did. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see how everything else goes, especially leading this year.
Right. Ashton Sykes coming in the ring, actually in the ring now, and he's coming off a 6-round unanimous decision win. He broke a 2-bout losing streak against Roy King on April 13th in Salisbury, North Carolina. That's Sykes 3-3 on his career so far. So this is the bout that there was a lot of animosity going prior to, so we'll see where they can go be professional tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you always try to get into your guy's head, you know, before fights and everything. You look into his eyes to see what he got in him, see where his soul at, see if he want to be here or here just to get paid. You do that and everything, but sometimes some things go overboard when you know that you want to just do a little bit too much theatrics. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys take from last night and get in this ring now and see how they get in here and do, if they back up everything that they did yesterday.
Legendary boys like Mike, like Will. 96 Impala, thug like 4 wheels. Up against the wall, squabble at 5 deals. Like a boss asked me how I feel. Successful street, touching it.
Right now, let's go back to East Boxing Hall of Famer and the one and only Discount Bobby Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, this special attraction bout is scheduled for 6 rounds or less. This is in the super middleweight division. When the bell rings, your referee, internationally renowned Dave Braslow. Introducing the principals first. Fighting out the red corner, he's wearing the black, gold, and red trunks. He weighed in at a ring-ready 168.8 pounds. As an amateur, he was a 2-time Golden Glove champion, and as a professional, he comes to us with a hard-earned, even professional record, 3 victories, 3 losses, representing Charm City Boxing. Here is Ashton, the Goon Sides. And his opponent, fighting out the blue corner, he's wearing the black, gold, and red trunks. He weighed in at a lean and mean 168.2 pounds. His professional record stands at 6 victories, 3 defeats with 4 KOs to his credit. And after a temporary setback, he realizes it was just a setup for his much anticipated comeback right here tonight. Representing Baltimore, here is Devin Bite Butcher. Dave Braslow with the final instructions.
All right, gentlemen, you're given the rules to the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times and obey my commands at all times. Switch them up. Good luck.
6 rounds or less, super middleweights.
This one should be interesting, no question about that. A lot of fanfare behind this one. Ashton the Goon Sykes out of Columbia, Maryland, taking on Devin Bite Butcher from Baltimore.
Is it just me, or do you feel the tension? Because I feel a little bit of tension.
We'll see what happens here.
I know their hearts are
And-
beating out their chest right now, waiting for that first bell. All them nerves. You think about you think everything to lead up to in the 6
And
weeks, and then
I
this.
think we have a little bit of delay because I don't think there's a doctor at ringside. Yeah, there's no doctor at ringside. We only have 2 tonight, as Dr. Craig Fisher and Dr. Robert Davidson are both here. And of course, they were looking after Kendrick Houston after his bout when he was knocked out in the first round by Norman Neely just earlier tonight. So we're still waiting for the doctors to come to ringside. While we had a moment, we can talk about some of the other things that are coming up. 1 week from tonight, we'll be live from the Gardens Ice House in Laurel, Maryland for the GQ Promotions card. And that card is coming together pretty nicely with some good bouts on that card. And there we go. Jerome Quigley's on that card, of course. He's the GQ in Jerome Quigley. And he'll be taking on Andre Bird out of Jacksonville, Florida. Quigley's 18-0, 16 KOs out of Montgomery Village, Maryland. Andre Bird, 7-7-2, 1 KOs out of Jacksonville, Florida. Joe Jones, who fought a lot of boxing here in the area as an amateur, he's out of Leesburg, Virginia, but fought a lot of boxing outside this area. He returns. He's 10-1, 8 KOs coming off a big win in Virginia last time out. He'll take on Twan Smith out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. He's 3-2 with 2 KOs. Francisco Bustos, Cisco Kid, 9-0, 6 KOs out of Rockville, Maryland. Taking on Del Vecchio Savage of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. He is 2-1 with 2 KOs. Yank Plana, the sexy Albanian, he will battle out of Hagerstown, Maryland. He's 4-0, 2 KOs. Takes on Dennis Williams of Monroe, Louisiana at 4-12-1 and 2 KOs. We'll give you more about the box in just a moment. Here we go. Round 1, Ashton Sykes with Devin Butcher. And we got to take that light off there. There's a light across the way that has to turn off. Here we go. Round 1 with schedule 6 here. Ashton Sykes taking on Devin Butcher. We'll talk more about that card next week. That card takes place next week, a little bit later on. Left hand by Sykes.
That's right.
And crazy by Butcher. There's a nice left hand by Butcher there. And right hand by Butcher as well. Butcher trying to throw a nice right hand over the top. Sykes tries to throw his jab. Right hand, and then Sykes catches Butcher falling in. And referee stops the bout and talks to Devin Butcher. Here's a right hand by Butcher. And left hand over the top by Sykes. Left hand missing there. We're in the first minute of round 1, scheduled for 6. And Sykes lands a good shot with left hand. Butcher with his hands down. That could be to see what happens there.
You can see it's a lot of nerves right now. You can look at both of them are tight, really tight right now. And you can see both of them pulling tight to see which one is this one going to do. Both of them need to just settle down, feint, walk, stab. One of them has to establish the jab.
Good right hand there by Sykes.
Right hand.
Sykes caught Butcher coming in again.
Big point.
As we're halfway through round 1, scheduled for 6. Sykes with a good left hand to the body. Butcher tries the right hand to the head. That misses. And they tangle once again. And both men separated by referee Dave Braslow. Left hand by Butcher. That misses. Butcher has Sykes moving to his left. And referee Dave Braslow again. Timeout by Dave Braslow. And Braslow calls Ashton Sykes to the doctor, attendant, Dr. Davidson, and talking to him. Right, seems to be okay. Now it goes over to the other doctor, where Dr. Craig Fisher looks at him. And let's see, wait a minute, there is a cut on the left eye. Oh, wow, deep cut, too, on the left eye of Ashton Sykes. So we may, let's see, they're both looking at it. We'll see what happens. And don't know how it happened. Whether it was a punch or headbutt. I didn't see any headbutt, so it might have been a punch.
I believe it was the right hand because if you remember, I think it was the right hand because if you look, Butcher kept pulling and coming with the feint and coming over top with the right hand, and he kept landing in that same spot. So it might have been that's how that cut started.
Referee Dave Brazlow gets the word from the doctors. Doctor says it's okay, and we're continuing the bout. We're a little less than halfway through round 1. Sykes trying to throw a left jab. Another left jab to the body is blocked by Butcher. Another left hand jab to the body. Right hand's missing both ways. Right hand, and good right hand there by Sykes. Right hand over the top by Sykes. That misses. And he tangled once again. Oh, it's the left hand by Sykes coming in.
Flash photography, please. Miss, you have to take that light off your camera.
Left hand.
Thank you, Ron.
His left hand by Sykes. Round seconds, round 1. Interesting round to start, first round. Both men got their shots in there. But we'll see what happens with the judges at the end of the first round. Good first round, both men, though.
Yes, good first round for both men. But I think Butcher probably got a little bit of an edge of it, and I could see as he walked back to the corner and looked back to see how Sykes' body language was that he got his confidence up now. So Butcher's going to go back to that right hand, and what Sykes needs to do is settle down, keep his head up, dip in if he's going to dip in, rip the body and pivot out like he did that last. He did a beautiful pivot out the last 30 seconds of the round. If he could do that and keep long shots and turning, he could really win these rounds.
Don't forget our main event, Dwayne Williams out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He'll be the first 6-round opponent for Lorenzo Truck Simpson out of Baltimore. Undefeated 4-0, 3 KOs. Seconds leaving the ring. Get ready for round 2. Here we go, round 2, scheduled for 6. Left hand jabbing by Ashton Sykes.
I want to speak on that cut. He has a great cut man in his corner, one that I know named Reggie Brown. And Reggie Brown, if I know Reggie, he did a good job on that cut, and it hasn't bled since he's come back out.
Yeah, both men tangle, and referee Dave Brazlow warning Devin Butcher. Left hand missing by Sykes. They left jab to by, wow, uppercut there by Butcher. They tangle once again. Both men are free, but finally Brazlow has separated them. Good left hand by Butcher coming in. There's Sykes trying to dig to the body. Left hand by Sykes. Right hand come by Butcher. Another right hand by Butcher underneath. And they tangle once again. And Butcher comes out of the tangle and gets a right hand. Sykes tries to push it, and then Butcher lands another big right hand, Saw another right hand by Butcher. First minute, round 2, scheduled for 6. And he's missing there by Butcher. They tangle. And once again, referee Dave Brazlow warning Butcher like for holding. Couldn't tell. There's a cut by Sykes. Sykes following Butcher now around the ring. Sykes missing the right hand there. Another big right hand by Sykes. Parts Butcher in the neutral corner right in front of our real-time location. Left hand by Sykes. Sykes trying to land that jab. Butcher tries to feint in. They both tangle. Left hand by Sykes once again. That misses. Left jab by Butcher. Another left hand by Sykes. Sykes now has Butcher backing up. We're past halfway point of round 2, scheduled for 6. Left hand by Sykes. Left hand by Butcher. They tangle once again. Go up against the far neutral corner. Near the far neutral corner. And Brazlow separates them. Right hand by Butcher. That may have Sykes in a little bit of trouble. And Sykes trying to say something to the referee. And look at they may have butted that time. We'll see. I seem to be all right. Right hand by Butcher. They tangle once again. Heads coming in mighty close, and once again Butcher pushes Sykes, and referee Dave Brazzo warns Butcher for pushing.
I can say this. I think he's living up to the animosity, don't you think? I'm just saying.
Oh, wait a minute. Butcher tried to go past and through Dave Brazzo to get to Sykes as the second stick away in round 2. Butcher with a good jab there, left jab. And things are getting awfully testy, as you said, Don, here in this contest.
Yes, indeed. And the thing was, the reason why he tried to push the ref out the way, he saw when Sykes pulled away and looked at his eye, he was like, oh, let me jump on him, let me give him no breaks. So that's what it was. But both of them are landing big shots. This is when the fight turns into a war. This is where you're gonna wind up having to bite down on the mouthpiece and find out if you really want to do this, if you really want to be here. And this is where you're gonna find out who's gonna get up off the stool and walk who down right now, in this moment.
It's been a wild one already, only through 2. And we'll see how this bout continues. Don't forget, you can chat with us on Spreaker.com. Make sure you say hi to myself and Don Hollingsworth, singing for Juan Marshall tonight. And again, doing a great job. I wish Juan Marshall our best, of course, as always. And he'll be back with us next month. Here we go, round 3. We're scheduled for 6. Ashley Sykes now trying to chase Butcher. Butcher still with his hands down, moving from side to side. Sykes trying to throw left jab, left hand, left hook. Good right hand by Butcher. Left hand by Sykes, and he has Butcher in trouble a little bit, but Butcher seems to go out. Now Butcher is running away to the other side. Sykes crowd enjoying it so far. We thought Butcher was hurt, but it doesn't seem to be now. He seems to be okay. Right hand, and Butcher comes in with a shot, misses, and Sykes counters him a little bit as Butcher goes past. Left hand by Sykes. He is just right now following Butcher around, trying to throw the left and the right hands. Butcher just getting out of the way. Left hand to the body by Sykes, excuse me. Sykes, left hand to the body. Left hand misses, hook misses. Butcher has really not thrown a punch in his 3rd round so far. Now he throws inside, but Brazzo separates it. But Butcher has not initiated the action in his 3rd round so far. We're past the halfway point of round 3, scheduled for 6. Now Butcher starts throwing shots. Trying to work inside now, both men doing that. And Brazzo separates him. Right hand uppercut misses by Sykes. Trying to throw left hand. There's right hand by Butcher, that lands. They tangle once again, and they separate again. Hey, until the final moments of round 3, scheduled for 6. The right hand by Butcher. They tangle once again against the ropes off to our left. His left hand by Butcher. Another left hand by Butcher. They tangle once again. And now that separating Butcher. Brazzo has separated once again. And he's warning both men for holding. Both men landing right hands. Butcher landed one and Sykes landed one in return. And he's warning Butcher for, Brazzo is warning Butcher for holding. Butcher coming down with his hands low again. And he gets right hand over the top by Sykes. Heading to the final moments of round 3, scheduled for 6. That's a good right hand by Sykes again. And tangle once again. Oh, another right hand. Just missed getting flush on Butcher by Sykes. That one came to an end there.
I'm telling you, the tide turning. I told you it was going to matter who's going to get up, who's going to get off the stool. I'm telling you something right now. I have not seen Ashton Sykes breathe out his mouth not one time. Okay. This whole fight. And I see Butcher digging deep. He's really digging deep right now. He has a great coach. I know this coach. I bet you trying to, yes, he's probably from Umar Gym, probably selling them down, telling them settle down. If you're gonna steal the round, keep it long, but he didn't throw enough punches. I had to give that round to Sykes because Sykes said that he kept pressing forward. He said, we're going to walk down, and now it's all about who's going to keep their technique sharp now that they're tied. Who's going to keep their technique sharp? Who's going to keep their eyes open to get the counters? Because then these counters, because I see both of them are looking at counters. Whoever land those counters better is going to tell who's going to win this next round.
Ready to start round 4. Headed for 6. Butcher hasn't come up off his stool yet. Now just as the bell rings. And I think, Don, you're right. He is kind of breathing heavily here. He started off as a cruiserweight, and he's come down in weight now. And he fought the bout against Travis Reeves at light heavy. So that bout was on September 22nd of last year. Left hand to the body coming by Sykes. That's missing. Left hand up top misses. The left hand to the body by Sykes. And Butcher maintains staying on the outside. Right now, he's not being active enough. There's the right hand. Left hand missing by Sykes. Left hand by Sykes. Looking out that jab, trying to throw the right hand, that misses. Left hand by Sykes again. The jab. Jab just falling a little short by Sykes. But Butcher's not coming in. Now he tried to throw left hand, and Sykes throws right hand return, both miss. Sykes missing with an uppercut. And Butcher trying to measure a little bit. Can't do that. Now I try to throw left hand. Sykes throws a right hand power punch over the top. That misses. We're halfway through round 4, scheduled for 6. Left hand by Sykes. Right hand by Butcher. Jab. But Sykes definitely more active in this bout as we're in the second half of the fight. There's a right hand by Sykes. Sykes missing with the right hand that time. Now Butcher trying to throw right hands. Still has his hands low. Right hand over top by Sykes. And Butcher trying to throw right jabs, but his jabs are almost like pawing jabs right now. And they're not doing a lot of damage. The output for Devin Butcher has slowed down considerably as we're inside the 4th round. There's a right hand by Butcher. We're inside the final minute of the 4th round, scheduled for 6. Right hand missing there by Sykes. And they tangle once again. Referee Brazzo separates them. Final seconds in the 4th round. Again, another round that Sykes was definitely more active. He wasn't exactly the most accurate in the world, but he was more active. And that could pay dividends for him.
Oh, yeah, because the thing about it is that Reggie got that cut under control. He ain't seen it bleed once. And now, Butcher's breathing. That mouth is wide open. And he's really trying to get himself together, trying to get that second win. And while doing that, he's pulling off having his hands down, but he's not countering back. Then he has his eyes wide open. He's not looking for the pull counter or anything. And Ashton is doing what the judges want to see, which is, I'm going to walk you down. No matter what, I may miss. I may miss you by a little bit. But guess what? The judges see you going backwards. They see you ain't throwing as many punches. I'm going to win this round. And the whole time, you see after each exchange, Sykes takes a deep breath. Then he walks, keep walking. Boom, takes another deep breath. Boom, keep walking. Another sequence. He'll take another deep breath. I'm telling you, if both of them are getting hit with counters, if either one of them will feint the other guy and come over top, oh man, somebody might get hurt.
Getting ready for the 5th round. Ashton Sykes up immediately off his stool, and Devin Butcher still staying on his stool. We get ready for the 5th round, and referee Dave Brazzo stops a little bit as the Assistant Maryland State Athletic Commission members get out, and Sykes lands a left hand on Devin Butcher as we start round 5. Another left hand by Sykes. Left hand up top by Sykes. Sykes with a jab now working in the 5th round. Butcher going to the body with his left jab. He's an old left hand by Butcher, right hand by Butcher. That worked a little bit. Right, left hand to the body by Butcher. Trying to throw left hand uppercut from distance. Sykes trying to walk inside. Left hand by Butcher. Left hand by Sykes. Butcher was trying to roll right hand as well. Left hand by Butcher sneaks inside. Halfway through round 5, scheduled for 6. They tangle once again. And referee Dave Braslow separates them. Left hand by Sykes. Left hand by Sykes. Oh, another left hand by Sykes. Butcher trying to catch Sykes' shots. Trying to throw shots alone, but Sykes should say, throws the right hand. And Sykes and Butcher try to throw a stabbing backhand like right hand. We head toward the final minute of round 5, scheduled for 6. Right hand by Butcher. Butcher throws southpaw momentarily. They tangle once again. And Braslow separates them. The right hand by Butcher. Right hand by Sykes. And Butcher's offense has slowed down considerably in this contest. He's staying on the outside, trying to look for counter shots, but Ashton Sykes initiating the offense.
This the whole thing. If you're tired like that, I'm pretty sure Coach Uman told him, look, take it back to the amateurs. Stab here with a stab to the body. Stab come over top. But I'm going to tell you something. In boxing, it's a whole nother kind of tie. Is it, so everything that they're doing, they're digging really deep, trying to get these points.
And final seconds of round 5, and both men really doing more missing than hitting in that last round. But Sykes did most of the damage offensively.
Yeah, and I know that Butcher's tired, and I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling. But he has to sit. If he's making a miss, but make him pay. It ain't even got to be hard. Just pull, come over top, touch him. Just touch him so the judges see. Yeah, he following me, but guess what? He missing. Boom, come over top, counter. Boom, 2-3 counter, step over. So that way you see, look, he chasing me, and his aggressiveness is not even effective. And what Sykes has to do is, when he's walking forward, feint him. He already know you bring him. Feint him. See if he bite on something. See if he pull. If he blink or anything. And stop loading up so much. You're not tired. You see that you're not as tired. You're not breathing out your mouth as bad. So you sitting there, just come over top sometimes.
All right, Oscar fans, this is it. Please put your hands together for both ring warriors. This is the 6th and final round.
Ready from DC Boxing Hall of Famer, ring announcer Discombobane Jones. We're in the 6th and final round. Ashton Sykes, 3-3, taking on Devin Butcher, who is 6-3, 3 KOs. Ashton Sykes out of Columbia, Maryland. Devin Butcher out of Baltimore. Left hand missing there by Sykes. And Sykes is content for the last 3 rounds just to stay close to the center of the ring and catch Butcher on the outside. Sykes misses the right hand. Butcher comes to the right hand of his own. There's left hand by Butcher. They tango. Referee Braslow has separated them. Good right hand there by Butcher and closer. Good uppercut of right hand. Right hand by Sykes. Come to the body. There's left hand to the face by Butcher. Butcher's going southpaw at times throughout the night. Right now he's more conventional. And Sykes is landing right hand. Another right hand misses. They tangle up against the ropes. And Sykes pushes Butcher against the ropes. And referee Braslow has separated them. Heading to the halfway point of the final round. Left hand missing there by Sykes. Left hand missing there by Butcher. Left jab by Butcher. Left jab by Sykes. Left hand missing there by Sykes. And close by Butcher. Oh, big left hand by Sykes. Big right hand should say. Another big right hand. Down goes Devin Butcher. And that's it. The fight is over. Devin Butcher falls face down. He's trying to get back up. But officials of the Maryland State Athletic Commission as well as the EMTs trying to keep him down. But a big couple of right hands. Sykes finally found his target and he landed it. And I got the big win. That's the first pro knockout for Ashton the Goon Sykes. A huge knockout there, Don. No question about that.
Oh, my God. Didn't I tell you? Pulling straight back, and he had Ashton bringing the pressure. All it took was that fatigue, and he came right over top. He sat there, took his time, came over top with that brick, and that brick was beautiful. You dream as a fighter to come with a big shot like that in the lane. But at the same time, our whole hearts got to go to Butcher because he gave it all he had. The boy left it all in there. And you tip your hat to a fighter like that. So right now, all our hearts go to that man. You hope that he gets up off this and you give him a standing ovation. You get both these men a standing ovation for what they put on the line tonight.
That was a knockout of the year candidate. No question about that.
Oh, he's sitting up.
Butcher is up now. He seems to be okay. That was definitely a Beltway boxing knockout of the year candidate. Two beautiful big right hands by Ashton Sykes. Drops Devin Butcher. And immediately, Dave Brazil called the knockout. Immediately. And you talked about it earlier, Don. If anybody gets a big assist to this win, it's the cut man for Ashton Sykes, one Reggie Brown.
That Reggie Brown. Reggie Brown, you a bad. If you see this, you a bad boy.
It is, yeah.
Because that cut was, when we saw it, it was
in the first round, it was a huge cut on the right eye.
Man, y'all can't see this, but when he was blinking, the cut was blinking. That's how bad and deep it was. Man, as soon as he got back to the corner, Reggie was right there, took care of it and everything. If he need to give him a bonus. Hey, man, Reggie, here go a couple more dollars, all right?
That's it. Did a beautiful job on the cut. The cut never opened again.
Nope.
Excuse me. And Ashton Sykes went on to dominate the second half of the bout. And that culminated with that huge knockout in the sixth and final round. Devin Butcher's okay. He is being looked at by Dr. Robert Davidson. He seems to be okay. He's on his feet. Walking forward to his doctors and the EMTs. But a big knockout here. Beautiful knockout by Ashton the Goon Sykes. His first pro knockout. No, second pro knockout. Excuse me. Yeah, second. No, it is his first pro knockout. First pro knockout.
59 seconds of the sixth and final round. The winner, Ashton the Goon Sykes.
Yeah, this is
tonight, former cruiserweight champion David Sewell.
This is Sykes' first pro knockout. He lost by TKO on August 18th at Maryland Live Casino in Hanover, Maryland. That was the Beltway boxing bout of the year in 2018. But this one is his first pro knockout.
What a knockout it was.
No question about it. No question. Devin Butcher falls a 6-4, 3 KOs.
Blue corner tonight, this gentleman, former world kickboxing champion. This is Mr. Butcher Sr., Eddie Butcher.
We'll be back with more from Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland. Listen to live coverage of Shabazz Brotherz card from Rosecroft Raceway on the Box on Beltway Podcast Network. Stay with us, everybody. Keep in mind. Yeah. Keep in mind, just make sure, remember that they cannot see it down the crowd. Certain things like you can see, they can't see.
Oh, no, I said you can't. No, I said you can't see this,
That's what you did there. That was fine. Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
So
Doing well.
okay, all right. Yes, sir.
Invite all of you out to a very special event. Brought to you by Cherry Hill Eagles. A free cookout, amateur boxing, full and fun. Saturday, July 13th, Cherry Hill, 2821 Seaman Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland. A moratorium to cease the violence, specifically by our youth. So we certainly need your participation. That's Saturday, July 13th, Cherry Hill in Baltimore. Food, fun, amateur boxing, cookout. Free. I went last year. It was amazing that they didn't run out of food at 9 o'clock at night. It starts at noon. So please, once again.
Starts at 2 o'clock.
We haven't seen you in a while, but he's still undefeated. The younger rock line, C3. You got a big there, so what you weighing now? Right at 160, our next middleweight champ. That's right. Oh, wait a minute. We got an announcement in the middle. You tell him.
We can do it right here. We can do it in the city right now. I come to your backyard, you come to my backyard, and
You call out Ashton Sykes. Okay. All right. That's how you do it. All right. Let's go. The business of boxing. This is the business of boxing. This is the business of boxing. We need to see fights like that.
at least 1 minute.
They're getting so edgy.
Sounds good. It's called
Everyone's hyped up today. It's the heat.
Look, I'm always going to commit my word. If I lose the fight, I have my first.
Wow. He really put it out there.
Right. Rush fights.
Be careful. Play some music, man. They will settle it in the ring, as it's supposed to be. They will settle it in the ring. It's called prize fighting.
Back here at Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland, where you can hear, probably heard in the background, but we got some craziness going on here tonight. We had Sharif C3 Rockman come up to the ring after the Ashton Sykes fight. And he basically called out Ashton Sykes. Now, Sharif Rahman's in the same camp, same city as Devin Butcher. Just joined us. Devin Butcher got knocked out in the 6th final round. Buell knocked out by Ashton's Goon Sykes. Well, Sharif Rahman called out Ashton Sykes and trying to challenge him to a bout. I mean, that's what you do in the ring. I mean, you do that. You do this in the business of boxing. That's what happens sometimes. Well, the Butcher camp, I should say the Sykes camp, didn't have much with Don Hollingsworth, and things getting a little hairy here tonight here at ringside.
Everyone, we told you in the very beginning of this segment. Look, Sykes people don't play, all right? They don't play about him. So, I mean, I get it. It was good business and everything. You get in there, hey, man, you know what? Because that's his teammate who lost. Right. So he's going, I could beat you, you know, I'm going to put up my purse. But you got some people, they ride for their fighter. Man, you know, I'm with it. They with it, too. They taking every punch emotionally. But you got to keep it business. The guy didn't disrespect him. He didn't curse at him or nothing. He just said, I would like to fight Sykes. And I'll put up my purse. Yeah. You got to respect it. You got to respect it.
But the Sykes family having some issues there. Former world champion. I seen Rahman Sr. involved in this, and it just got a little crazy here at Rosecroft Raceway. I'm not sure that's Ashton Sykes' father there. But he's having a lot of issues, and they may have to set him out a little bit and have him relax.
I can't. Okay. Everybody has to take a deep breath, take a step back, and just relax. All right, it happens. What, he didn't disrespect him. He didn't say, you some trash. He didn't say none of that stuff. He just said, you beat my teammate. I want to fight you, and I think I can whoop you. And I'll put up my purse. You put up your purse, and we got to fight. That's all he said. He didn't curse at him. He didn't, get in the ring and didn't act like a true champion. But I understand it on the other side. I always try to look at things from both sides, where you have family who, like, oh, wait, did you just disrespect my family who just put their life on? I get it, but you got to keep it boxing. It's business. You got to look at it. Did he behave like a true champion? Yes. He called out the guy. Yes. Now let's make some money. Let's make some money.
Remember, Ashton Sykes won the bout.
Yes.
He scored the big knockout, a 6th-round knockout. So things getting a little hairy here at ringside, trying to calm things down and try to get our next bout in here. With his kid.
Mac Allison Sr.
Cooler head, at least for now, Senior prevailed here. Get ready for our next bout, which is going to be an interesting all-Beltway encounter as Moosin Kaysen out of Las Vegas by way of Baltimore, taking on Nathaniel the Juggernaut Copeland out of Washington, D.C. Daniel Copeland 1-0, that one win by knockout in his pro debut, as he stopped Crazy Horton on December 15th at Tyson's Playground, Vienna, Virginia.
Nathaniel the Juggernaut Copeland.
Moosin Kaysen coming off a first-round knockout of his own on January 26th against Jose Carlos Cuevas. That was in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico on January 26th. So Nathaniel Copeland coming to the ring. So we got our main event, Lorenzo Simpson battling Dwayne Williams. His first 6-round bout. Hasim Rahman Jr. on the card, taking on Curtis Head. And Kwame Rambo Ritter taking on Clarence Whitehead.
Warrior to the ring, please. To the blue corner, Muse the Spartan Kason.
Interesting music. Bringing Musin Case onto the ring. We have no rights to the music, by the way. We'll let you know that now.
It's a new day. It's a new life for me. Yeah, it's a new day.
We don't have any idea when the music comes on, what music is going to be played.
And I feel good. You see, you know how I feel.
Musin Kason, the younger brother of former world champion Hasim Rahman Sr., coming to the ring.
It's a new day, it's a new life. Oh, baby, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies
So we have the Spartan, Musin Kason versus the Juggernaut, Nathaniel Copeland here. This bout scheduled for 4 rounds. Oh, correction, 6 rounds. Scheduled 6 rounds. Heavyweight division. Here's this Bobby Jones.
This special attraction bout is scheduled for 6 rounds or less. Once again in the heavyweight division. Your referee, Brent Covett. Introducing the principals first. Right now, the red corner, he's wearing the black and red trunks. He weighed in at a rough and tough 253.4 pounds. 1-0 as a pro, hailing from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Here he is, Nathaniel, the Juggernaut Copeland. His opponent fighting out the blue corner. He's wearing the black and gold trunks. He weighed in at an athletic 201.4 pounds. Undefeated as a pro. A perfect 4-0 with 2 KOs. Born and bred in Baltimore, he now calls Las Vegas his boxing home. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Musin, the Spartan Kason. And of course, this is a 4-rounder now.
Okay, 4-round bout. 4-round bout between Nathaniel Copeland and Musin Kason. Nathaniel Copeland only had 1 pro bout. It'd be a little bit surprising if he went to a 6th round so early. And once again, got a little bit of a hold up because the doctors are still not here at ringside.
It is a 4-rounder. 4-rounder.
So 4-round heavyweight division. So here we go. Both men are now ringside. Here we go. There you go. Kason the southpaw, and Juggernaut Copeland throws the right hand over the top. Left hand, and wait a minute. Copeland now fine. They tangle, and referee Brent Bobell separates them. Left hand, right hand to the body by Kason. Right hand over the top by Copeland. There's a big right hand by Copeland. Copeland pushes Kaysen into the Kaysen corner, blue corner directly in front of us. Bovell lets him go momentarily, but now stops him as they separate, as they tangle. Referee Brent Bovell warning both men. The right hand by Copeland, down he goes. Right hand by Kaysen, and down he goes. And he's in trouble. That's it. Fight's over. He took a right hand right as Bovell was getting ready to separate him, and then he just fell down to his side. So Musa and Kaysen looks like he'll win this bout. It's hard to tell what happened, but it looked like Don the punch hit right hand, and Copeland just fell to his body and just fell down.
Okay, it was a little bit blocked for me, but what I looked like I saw was it sounded like a gunshot going off when it landed to me, but I could hear it, and I'm not sure if it was to the body or to the head. But sometimes you can distinguish when it's a liver shot, and the way he's on the canvas, I think it might have been the liver shot. I'm not sure.
Well, Copeland has not moved since he fell. He's on his right side. Now he's starting to move just a little bit.
It looks like to me the way that he's grimacing in pain and moving his arms and moving his legs, I think that might have been that body. I think it might have been a body shot.
Yeah, it definitely looked and sounded like a body shot.
Yes, indeed it did.
Copeland's laying on his right side, and he has really not moved. Copeland corner talking to him, Cutman Reggie Brown, who just did an outstanding job in the bout against Aston Sykes. And Don, you're saying his jaw may be broken?
I don't know, because right now I'm looking at how they're moving. I'm trying to get a good look, guys. I'm really trying to get a good look. But it looks like they're taking a cloth and trying to go up on it. He's in a lot of pain.
Oh, he's screaming in pain right now, Copeland is.
Let's just wish that everything the best for him right now, because he really put it on the line. He came ready, so we just hope everything is okay.
His head is down. Now he's trying to sit him up. They finally got him up to a sitting position, but he's not on the stool. He's just sitting on the canvas here. And looks like they're looking at his left elbow. Look like he may have something happen in his arm. He may have tried to throw a punch at the same time as Kaysen did, and Kaysen landed. Something may have popped.
Hey, we right here, sir.
And that may be the situation. So it may not have been a punch so much as something just kind of broke there for Copeland that time. One of the EMTs and Dr. Craig Fisher, along with Dr. Robert Davison standing up off to Copeland's left, and Dr. Fisher is in front of him, down on one knee, and they are trying to. They look like he's in pain. He's in pain. Look at his arm. His arm may have broken in the bout somewhere.
Hold your head up.
Hey, for anyone who knows who Big Nate is, this is one of the toughest guys to come out of this city, all right? So for him to go down and grimace in pain, he's not the type of guy to lay down. So it had to be something for him to go down in that type of pain.
So it may have happened that Kaysen might have hit Copeland on the arm, and that sound you heard might have been Copeland's arm breaking.
Exactly. Because the first thing I thought of, okay, did it land on the jaw? But I've heard jaws break before, and I've heard ribs and a liver shot. So I was like, well, it sounded like more like a liver shot or a body shot.
Yeah.
So that's why I must have thought that, because it turned out it must have landed on that arm, and that was the leather popping off of that bone.
So Copeland could not continue. Kaysen, if it goes into record as a win, remains undefeated. He's 5-0, 3 KOs now. And Copeland, looks like he has a badly broken arm. He's 1-1, 1 KO. Dr. Fisher off to his left, off to Copeland's right, I should say. And some of Copeland's corner trying to comfort him as well. He has not gotten to a sitting position on a stool yet. He is still on the canvas. That punch made a large sound. We thought it was a punch against flesh. And look, it was right as the break was taking place. But it looked like it was, and obviously it was worse than that. It looks like it might have been a broken left arm. So it was a tough situation here. More security, EMTs, Maryland Commissioner, Executive Director Patrick Vanilla talking at ringside as well.
But a lot of people are probably going to ask, since we're explaining all of this, how's the fight going to be ruled? Is it going to be a no contest? Is it going to be a knockout? Well, let's be honest, guys. As bad as this is going to sound, it's going to be a technical knockout. It's going to be, or maybe just a straight knockout, because they're going to make it look at as when you have a headbutt or a low blow and it goes to no contest before 4 rounds is complete, then yeah, and this was scheduled for 4 rounds, then they may sit there and say, oh, no contest. But when you hit someone and you make them hurt, like one time back in, I think it was 88, I forget the fighter's name, but I saw a highlight clip, he got hit, wobbled, and it made his ACL pop and he broke his ankle. That's a technical knockout because the punch landed. Yeah. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to determine this, but I think it's going to be a knockout.
Well, I remember back at Michael's 8th Avenue, Darnell Wilson, the longtime cruiserweight out of Combat, Maryland, he stopped Zab Judah's brother, Daniel Judah, with a similar situation. He got hit with one of Wilson's punches. This is Marvin Jones. Well, just finish quote quickly. It was at Michael's 8th Avenue, and Wilson broke Judah's arm. I heard the pop right at ringside, and Judah could not continue, and he went ahead and Wilson got the win.
Oh yeah. Hey, yeah. He saw me.
Wilson Kasem talking to folks here at ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to an injury sustained by the fighter in the red corner to his left arm, he could not continue. Therefore, goes into the record books as a TKO, 50 seconds of the very first round. Wilson, the Spartan Kasem. Let's hear from Nathaniel the Juggernaut Copeland as well.
Unfortunately, these things happen in boxing. This is one of those third of the absurd situations. But again, I've seen it happen before. Again, it happened to Daniel Judah against Darnell Wilson. Kasem now checking on Copeland now. Wilson Kasem checking on him. Having a very good conversation there. And but just 50 seconds into the bout, just to recap, Kasem may have hit Copeland on the left arm. That left arm broke, and the arm is in a sling. They're trying to get him up to a sitting position, but his left arm is trussed up there by the EMTs and the doctors here ringside, and he's just frustrated. I know it's a frustrating situation because Copeland, especially after coming off his really nice debut he had to come in a situation happening here, that's just very, very difficult. No question about that, Don.
Yeah, I mean, it's very unfortunate, but like I said before, this is a tough dude, man. You don't just lay down for no reason, okay? So this is going to be a guy that's going to bounce back, and he's going to come back. He's going to work. I bet you amount of money, that right hand going to be a whole lot stronger when they get back. And then he's going to get that left arm back to where it was. So he's going to make sure he comes back so people forget anything about that arm. Don't even ask a question about it. So I won't be surprised when he comes back and he knocks the next guy out.
So as we continue here from Rosecroft Raceway here on the Box Boy Podcast Network, they're trying to get the gloves off. Daniel Copeland.
Lots of food.
And they got one of his gloves now trying to get tape off his right hand.
2821 Seaman Avenue in Baltimore.
Both the EMTs still there alongside.
On behalf of
One of the inspectors for the Maryland Sales Ed Commission. And we have another person. Looks like that might be his son. I'm not sure. A young person came in there to
disputed street team promoter Nescola. Thank you so much.
And they haven't taken the glove off his left hand yet. They probably won't. I'm not sure if they will or not. I'm no doctor, of course. But talk about what happened in Sykes about. You want to talk about what happened in Sykes about? Yeah, you. No, because you the hero now. Let's get, while we have a moment, we talked about that bout between Ashton Sykes and Devin Butcher, and in the ended up in a 6-round knockout. We had a big knockout, one of the best knockouts of 2019. But in the first round, Sykes suffered a very, very bad cut along the left thigh. And it wasn't for the man we're about to talk to at the moment. That cut may have caused the bout to be stopped. And we're talking about a cut man extraordinaire, and again, we have some great cut men throughout the Beltway over the history. Of course, Chris Ray was a legendary one with Mark Too Sharp Johnson, but this guy, Reggie Brown, he may be the hero of that situation. Reggie, thanks for joining us, and talk about stopping that cut there.
Well, I seen it was kind of thick, so the main thing I kept trying to ask him, keep his eyes closed, because I didn't want the adrenaline to drop, go down in his eyes. So I told him, just keep your eyes closed. I'm gonna work on the cut. Just keep listening to Dave. You don't have to look at him to hear what he's telling you. So I worked on the cut. Maybe in the third round, it wasn't really bleeding anymore, but I still applied adrenaline and the Vaseline, and like I say, he as long as he did what I asked him, I knew it wasn't going to be a hard job.
Well, how do you know what to do and what ointment, whatever you call it, to do? I know nothing about this, but how do you know what to do at that time? You only have a minute between rounds to work on them.
I usually do the same thing every time. Apply the use my gauze and apply the adrenaline that's on the Q-tip. So, like I said again, most of the time, as long as they keep if it's on the eye, near the eye, keep their eyes closed. As long as the fighter do what I asked them, 9 times out of 10, it might take a couple of rounds, but really it was under control after maybe the second round. I was just kept up doing the same routine every time to make sure he was going to be okay.
Also, me and Reggie talk all the time. He gave me a lot of pointers. For people have to understand, when you deal with certain cuts, he's dealt with worse cuts. Guys like him and James dealt with worse cuts. And to deal with that in a minute span takes a whole lot. And sometimes when you're a fighter, you're always taught, keep your eyes on your trainer. So you have to sit there and if you're a cut man, keep your eyes closed. Just listen to your trainer while I work on the cut. So for him, and when we looked at that cut from here, it already went around the eye to where it was looking like it was going to get into his eye. And I'm going to tell you something. Blood ain't sweat, all right? You can't blink it away, all right? I'm telling you what I know, all right? I dealt with it head, but when you blink it away, so when you have somebody, a good cut man, it is essential. And I'm telling you, he should give you a couple more dollars after the night, all right?
I did tell him I I deserve a bonus. But I really, you know what? I really don't. He don't really have to give me a bonus. I'm just messing with him.
Yeah.
But and like I'm glad what y'all doing for me. Y'all right here giving me this interview probably gonna help me get more clients, like I think I deserve.
Yeah.
So I get my bonus.
Especially the ones in the in our DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. You know, we don't have to go get the what's the name from go get nobody. All you got to do is call. I'm right here. You don't have to. Sometimes when we got local fights, you ain't got to spend no money.
All right, y'all see that on live. That means, and you guys hear this on the radio, that means that me and Digital get a bonus. We get a sign. I'm calling my agent.
I'm not going to call. Okay, you call your agent. Go ahead. Reggie Brown, congratulations. Great job. And thank you for joining us here today. Reggie Brown was a cut man for Ashton Sykes and was a major reason why Ashton Sykes won that bout here tonight.
Yes, man. You know, I got to tell you, man, I was working with No Head again one time in the gym, and I got a little small cut inside my hairline, and just for it to go there, and it is something totally different. So when you're dealing with on fight night, you're dealing with sparring session stops. Okay, fight don't stop. And when you might have a cut man to where you might be chilling, he might not do nothing. You might say, well, it was a good night, you didn't get cut. Well, guess what? He did the right things by even when you don't get cut, he's doing the right things to make sure you don't get cut. Right, so it's very essential. And he did a beautiful job to keep so Sykes didn't have to worry about nothing but fighting.
That's right. Well, Nathaniel Copeland still sitting down in the ring. I think they're going to wait for maybe some semblance of some sort of gurney or some sort to bring him out of the ring, but just tough. So, and just tough break. No pun intended, but a tough way for Daniel Copeland to finish his bout. He loses by first round TKO against Musin Kason. We're at intermission as well, so we'll take this break. We're back with you here from Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland. For Don Hollingsworth, I'm Gary Digit Williams. Stay with us for continued live coverage of the Shabazz Brotherz card here from Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland. Stay with us.
Was that a good job?
That was great.
Thanks.
Hey, man. I'm going to take this one out. The other one doesn't work. Go ahead.
I got Bird Farm.
Okay.
September 6th.
Bird Farm, September 6th.
Matter of fact, let's go back live. I got an announcement on that. Let's go back live. I got an announcement on that.
Oh, wait. Okay.
I was called by Al Heyman to do someone live.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Okay, hold on. Let's go to that.
When I started out, I just took what they gave me. Did all the favors, they never repaid me. It worked in my favor, cause nobody seen me.
Yo, you sitting back here? Hey, I'm Ricky. How was the trip? Enjoy yourself? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I heard it did. All right. Hey, man.
You okay?
I'm out of here, man. I'll get you the result from you.
Okay. All right, buddy. All right. Take care.
Hey, Juan's still on vacation?
Huh? Yeah, he's still recovering from, he had a seizure a couple weeks ago. After that last MGM show we did, he had a cookout the next day, he got a little overheated, he got a seizure. So he's taking the rest of the month off. He'll be back to July. He'll be back for the July 19th show.
My man here? Go shorty here?
July 27th, July 19th, MGM.
Who's down? Who's on that card?
Dusty Harris will be on the card. Not the main event, but he'll be on the card.
Who's promoting him?
Top rank. Might be an ESPN gig.
It's on ESPN Plus, probably.
Right now, I think maybe ESPN. That's what Dusty. But he told me ESPN, so I don't know what's it.
Who's Dusty signed on with?
He signed with Lee Baxter, a promoter out of Canada.
Out of Kansas?
Canada. Yeah.
That's the 19th?
July 19th, yeah. Friday night. Friday night.
Who's handling credentials for that?
Top rank, I assume. Whoever top rank, whoever works for top rank. Yeah, I was talking. Well, yeah, I don't know how much Buddy's going to be involved. But.
I thought he was back in the corner.
Well, he is. But I don't know how much he's involved with all this.
I know that, but he might know who to contact.
Yeah.
who I know from top rank.
Isn't Lee Samuels with them?
I don't remember. They did the MGM when Mike Reed fought on that car.
Right, exactly.
I'll find out.
Okay.
We'll watch the Nets, man.
All right. My glad. Back here at the Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland, talking about the MGM National Harbor. Big things going on there in another month. But right now, we got big things coming up for this man, the man who's been involved with the amateur boxing program here in the Beltway for a long time, legendary Ricky Womack. How you doing, Rick?
Legendary? Somebody used that word about me the other day. How y'all doing, man?
Good. Now, you got something big coming up on the 13th of July, is that correct?
13th of July, man. I got a phone call from the Al Heyman team. They're having something called the Sam Watson Boxing Explosion in Richmond, Virginia, and they invited me to come down and host it and be the ring announcer.
Oh, that's
wonderful, and I'm very happy. I'm very honored. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, actually. Yeah. And I really don't get excited about much, but I'm excited.
Now, for those who don't know who Sam Watson is, tell them who Sam Watson is.
Sam Watson is the person that everybody thinks is Al Heyman.
Yeah.
Sam Watson is the guy with the gray beard that be in the middle of the ring that has the twin sons that be in the corner. That's Sam Watson. But everybody thinks he's Al Heyman. So I got the Al Heyman plug now. So I stepped away from PVA for a while. But I'm coming back. I've been getting calls. Everybody wants me to come back. So when I come back with this Al Heyman plug, I'm going to kick the door off the hinges. I'm coming.
Sounds good. He'll be the ring announcer for that event. Do you know who's going to be on that card? What kind of boxers going to be there? Just going to be down there?
No, I don't know who's going to be on the card. I know it's all amateurs. I know I talked to the guy that's doing the matchmaking. And it should be some kids from PVA. I know it's some kids from Oxon Hill. I know it's some kids from Untouchables. And I know it's some kids from Headbangers, but I'm not sure who else.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
So you're a little way from the PVA scene at this moment, but we know we got the kids going to the Junior Olympics, Nationals, and Prep Open on this week at Madison, Wisconsin. How do you think our amateur program is doing at this moment?
Do you want the truth?
Go ahead.
Do you want the actual truth?
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell the truth then.
Okay.
Ever since I left the program has been going downhill.
Okay. Now, before you go any further, Ricky Womack did a lot of great things with the amateur program. No disrespect to those who are doing it now, but Ricky Womack took it to another level. He had the junior boxers and the boxers from the PVA together working as a team. They all stayed together. They stayed in the same hotel. They had the same uniform. They all looked like a squad.
And none of the kids paid for nothing. Right. I raised money for all the kids. Well, now they done messed the money. I ain't gonna put that part in there.
Okay.
But the program is not the same. So I've been getting phone calls from a lot of different people, and a lot of different coaches, and a lot of different parents. They want me to come back, and I'm going to come back. So I'll be back. Anytime Daryl Tyson call you, hey Tricky, man, what's it gonna take for you to come back? I said, Daryl, man, I ain't really tripping because what I'm doing right now, I'm doing a lot of things with my grandkids that I wasn't able to do when I was doing boxing.
Right.
So I'm going to competitive cheer and all this. You know, I got a lot of granddaughters, so I'm doing girl stuff, and I'm loving it. But I need to come back for these kids because my whole thing when I was in my seat was these kids train all year. They parents sacrifice all year. And somebody needs to sacrifice to do something to raise some money so these kids don't have to pay for nothing. Or these parents don't have to pay or pay little for anything. And that was my thing, guys. And so that's why I did what I did and how I did what I did. Then, in the meantime, I know enough people in my past that now they have businesses and they got, you know what I mean, and PVA being a non-profit, I could go touch them people that nobody else could touch because they don't know them.
Right.
So I can go see these people and be like, look, man, I need $500, man. We're going to write it off. I need $1,000. We're going to write it off. I need you to put your name in the ring. We're going to write it off. And that's the way I did it because you got to get out here and hustle for these kids. All right, I'm going to tell the truth. I hustled in these streets for a lot of years. Yeah. So now my hustle is for the kids. I got a good government job. I don't need to hustle no more.
Right.
But I found my purpose in life, and that's the hustle for these kids. That's what I do.
I tell you, Ricky put together the first boxing card really at the Howard Theater in Northwest Washington. It was an amateur show, and it was an outstanding amateur show. One of the guys that's on this card tonight, Lorenzo Simpson, fought on that amateur show.
He sure did. He sure did. He fought a kid from Philly.
Yeah.
I don't remember the kid's name, but he fought a kid from Philly. And that's the other thing. Somebody, like I said, somebody had a conversation with me the other day, and they told me I was legendary. And I'm really humble, but Gary used the word legendary.
Yeah.
Because I'm the first one that ever did this. I'm the first one that ever did that. I'm the first one that did this. Yeah. I'm the only one that ever did that. But I try to be humble. But my father was the most braggadocious person you'd ever want to meet. So if I ever get started, I can't stop. So I try to hold on. Yeah. I try to hold on. I try to let my work speak for itself.
Right.
And I don't need to talk about it. I'm gonna show you.
Yeah. And it has done that exactly right. Well, that's going to be Saturday, July 13th in Richmond, Virginia. You'll be the ring announcer at the Sam Watson event. What's the name of the event again?
Sam Watson Boxing Explosion.
Okay, good enough.
Oh, we got one more.
No.
I got a date for Berry Farm.
Okay, oh yeah.
My seventh annual, and I'm the only one that's ever did boxing down Berry Farm.
Right.
And every year there's at least 1,000 people. It's Friday, September 6th.
Okay.
Down Berry Farms. Inside Friday night fights inside the gates.
Right.
Special guest ring announcer Miles Rawls, who is actually my mentor.
Right. He is.
I pattern everything after Miles.
For those who don't know, tell them who Miles Rawls is.
Miles is the commissioner of the Goodman League. The Goodman Basketball League. And the Goodman Basketball League is like arguably the #1 basketball league in the country. Outdoor summer league.
Well, what the Urban Coalition used to be, what the Kennel League it still is, but the Goodman League is right up there.
And I'm going to tell you how good Miles is. If your kids got that new 2K whatever, 2K19, 2K29, whatever it is, his voice is on it.
Oh.
And his court is on it.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, they do. So I pattern myself after that man. Well, that man's taught me a lot.
Well, let me ask this, because for those who live in the Washington, D.C. area, the Berry Farms community, in essence, let's say this, it's changing considerably. Yeah. And I know that I saw an interview with Miles Rawls a few weeks ago talking more about that and talking about how it's changing, how it's affecting what's going with the Goodman League, and I guess to a lesser extent, what's going with inside the gates. How's that going on?
Well, from what I understand, there's been a lot of violence in the neighborhood.
Right.
So they had to have some meetings with the city council and the police department. So if y'all want to come down, man, please come down, because there's more police presence now, but the whole community is gone. Mm-hmm. But from what I understand is they're not going to remove the court and they're not going to remove the recreation center.
Okay, that's good.
So all that's going to stay.
All right.
But they're just going to build around it.
All
so
right.
as far as I know, and from what I understand, the Goodman ain't going nowhere.
Good.
The Goodman going to stay.
Very good. Very good. That's good to hear. All right, Ricky Womack, thank you so much. And keep doing great things you're doing.
Hey, tell Juan I said what's up.
Will do. Thank you very much. All right. That's Ricky Womack. Once again, Saturday, July 13th, he'll be the ring announcer for the Sam Watson Amateur Boxing event in Richmond, Virginia. And of course, Berry Farms Inside the Gates will be on September 6th. I'm Gary Digit Williams. Don Hollingsworth II will join me. We have a stretcher coming in now for Nathaniel Copeland, who's still in the ring. And it's a tough situation all the way around. We're back with more from Rosecroft Raceway in a moment. You're listening to live coverage of the Shabazz Brotherz boxing card from Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland on the Boxing on the Beltway podcast network. Stay with us. Woo.
I see how it's taking its toll on him, though. Yeah, I can tell. Maybe he's in rehab. Something. He came real bad at one time. It was like like 7 o'clock in the morning every morning.
You got talent, man.
Right.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, man, I feel so bad for the man.
You worked hard too, man.
I was sitting right there. Heard it.
Wow. I forgot about that one.
We go party one more time. Since y'all all squatted right here, you know what I mean? Since y'all a whole gang. Let's party one time. DJ got phone. Wait for it. You out in the shot. Everybody clap it up for him. Make some noise. That's loud.
please. To the blue corner, Kwame Ritter.
Back here at Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland, alongside Don Hollingsworth II, the Golden Boy himself. I'm Gary Deja Williams. Don, excuse me, taking in for Juan Marshall, covering some medical issues, and hope to have him back here very soon. Clarence Whitehead already in the ring, and welcoming back the return of Kwame Rambo Ritter out of Columbia, Maryland. He's got a big crowd here tonight. I do wait for him to come to the ring right now. Juan Ritter undefeated 3-0 2KO. This is his first bout since July 16th, 2016, when he won a first-round knockout over Nathaniel Edge at the Masonic Temple in Norfolk, Virginia. Clarence Whitehead is 0-1. That loss coming to Malik Jenkins in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania on February 23rd. He lost a 4-round majority decision. Here's ring announcer Discombobulating Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, this special attraction bout is scheduled for 4 rounds or less in the light heavyweight division. The referee once again, Dave Braslow. Introducing the principals. First, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the black and white trunks with gold trim. He weighed in at a long and strong 175 pounds. His professional record 1-0 in his young career, hailing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Here is Clarence Problem Child Whitehead. And his opponent fighting out the blue corner, he's wearing a zebra green. He weighed in at 177.6 diesel pounds. His professional record in his young career, 3-0. With 2 KOs, and after a self-imposed sabbatical, he returns more dedicated and determined than ever. Originally from the city so nice, they named it twice. New York, New York. Now representing Charm City, Baltimore, Maryland. Boxing fans, please welcome back Kwame. Four rounds or less, light heavies.
So the return of Kwame Rambo Ritter taking on Clarence Problem Child Whitehead. 4-round bout here in the light heavyweight division. Here we go, round 1.
Hit him in the chest.
Both men flicking out jabs, left hand, missing by Ritter.
Don't even look at the head. Hit that body.
Body shot by Ritter, just missing in the right hand.
Hit that body, man.
Right hand by Ritter. There's another right hand by Ritter.
Go to the body, come over top to the head.
Left hand to the body by Whitehead. Right hand missing it. There's the right hand by Ritter. Whitehead longer and taller, but so far Ritter has had very little problem with the height differential. Right hand to the body by Ritter. Right hand missing up top by Ritter. Right hook. A good 3-punch combination there. Right hand to the body, couple left hands, couple right hands to the body, left hand to the head. Whitehead trying to get the jab going.
Right there, come over top.
The right hand there by Ritter. And down goes Whitehead. Left hand follows up the right hand, and down goes Whitehead. First knockdown early in the first round. Whitehead up to his feet in the Ritter corner, getting the count from Dave Braslow. And Ritter comes out. Action continues. The left hand by Ritter missing. Big left hand by Ritter. And down he goes again. Whitehead goes down again, and the fight is over. Two solid left hands by Kwame Ritter. And Clarence Whitehead goes down for the count. And Kwame Rambo Ritter makes the return on a successful one. He's now 4-0 with 3 KOs. Big shots, and Kwame Ritter had an easy time following those big shots, Don.
He came in, he was playing no games. He jumped on him immediately. Soon as he saw that his left hand was down and he wasn't pulling right, he feinted, came over top, followed up with a 3-punch combination, and then he started following him around the ring, cutting him off, and he came right back over top again with the same right hand. And then he came right in between the guards. As soon as he pulled up the earmuffs, he came in between the guard with that hook, and he never saw it coming. He went straight down. It was over with. He came in on a mission, and he handled business.
So Ritter got 2 knockdowns in that first round, and the second round put him down for the count. And the doctors tonight, Dr. Craig Fisher, Dr. Robert Davidson, had a very, very, very busy night so far tonight.
Indeed, he has a busy night. I mean, I know he getting his cardio from going up and down the stairs, running around Rosecroft, trying to get the stretch. I mean, he's just getting all his cardio, and he's getting his strength in from having to lift these fighters up. But you know what? It's honorable that, he's making sure these fighters are okay, and the fighters are acting honorable whenever they put their opponent down, so it's beautiful to see.
They've got Clarence Whitehead to a stool in the blue corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, beginning of our explosive knockout, 1 minute 34 seconds of the very first round. He's back.
Four bouts and no distance fight so far here tonight. As Kwame Ritter wins by first round knockout, 134 the first round.
You think we going home early? I'm just asking. I'm just trying to figure it out, all right? Because I think the guys want to go home early, so I'm just asking. What you think?
Well, it's interesting. It's almost 8 o'clock Eastern time. We only have 2 bouts left, so we'll see. We got a lot of things we can talk about at this moment. Here we go. All right. Next week, 1 week from tonight, we'll be at the Gardens Ice House in Laurel, Maryland for the GQ Promotions card. We talked about that card a little bit earlier. Dante Cox in a 4-round bout against James Tusick early. Red Comet Dante Cox. Maul and the Machine Bowling on this card. Up against Khalid Bethea. Got Yank Plana. Youngstown, Maryland against Dennis Williams, Monroe, Louisiana. Francisco the Cisco Kid Bustos against Vecchio Savage. Joe Jones returning from Leesburg, Virginia. He's 10-1, 8 KOs, taking on Twan Smith. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma 3-2, 2 KOs. And our main event, Jerome Quigley Jr., 18-0, 16 KOs, taking on Andre Bird, 7-7 and 7-2 with 1 KO. July is going to be a big month for us, folks. All right, before we get to that, we talked about it earlier with Ricky Womack, but the junior nationals and prep division boxers as Clarence Whitehead comes out of the ring on his own power. He seems to be okay. Our junior Olympic prep division boxers, they are competing in a car at the Junior Olympic National Championships and prep division, Madison, Wisconsin this week. Hope they have a list of the card there, of the boxers from the PVA going and the South Atlantic and Virginia going to that event. July is going to be a big month for us as well because Friday, July 19th, we got a top ranked show at the MGM National Harbor Casino in Ox Hill, Maryland. We have 2 12-round bouts. No word there for titles or anything, not for any world titles. But Teofimo Lopez, 13-0, takes on Masayoshi Nakatani. He's 18-0. Maxime Dadashev, 13-0, taking on a 13-0 boxing Sabril Matias, should say. And also just added to that card on Friday, July 19th, our very own Dusty Hernandez Harrison.
Man, okay, let's start with how great it is that Top Rank is coming here and putting these local guys on the card first. Now, Teofimo, we already know about Teofimo Nationals, international competition in the amateurs. We happy for this kid. You know, he's going to come out and put on a great show. He's going to be a superstar. But we have our own superstar, hometown guy, Dusty Hernandez Harrison. Guy I had the honor of coming up in the gym with. And it's going to be something beautiful to see him be on that card and show out in front of Bob Arum. So I'm really happy for him.
No question about that. And again, Dusty Hernandez Harrison, 32-0-1 with 19 KOs. He'll be on that card as well, so that should be interesting. It may be an ESPN card. That's what I've been told. It could be an ESPN card. It sounds like a Showbox card, but it says not a Showbox card, so maybe an ESPN card, so we'll see.
Either way, I'm going to be tuning in, and I expect for everybody else to tune in as hardcore boxing fans. You know, they're going to see beautiful artwork. They're going to see Teofimo being flashy. Then they get to see somebody like Dusty being fighting like an old pro. So either way, you're going to get a benefit from this.
No question about it. Then on Saturday, July 27th, the scene shifts to the Royal Farmers Arena in Baltimore, Maryland, where Baltimore's own Gervonta Tank Davis makes his defense of the title. First world champion from Baltimore to defend his title in Baltimore in 80 years. He'll take on Ricardo El Cientifico Nunez of La Chorrera, Panama. And that bout, of course, scheduled for 12 rounds, a mandatory challenge for Davis. Tickets on sale now, and I hear they're going pretty fast. But Gervonta Davis, truly one of the better boxers in the sport. He'll be defending his title once again.
How long has it been since Tank has fought at home? This man, since his 7th pro fight? He fought at
Since his fourth pro fight. Fourth pro fight back in January, like in 2013, July 13, 2013, when he fought at Coppin State University.
Yeah, I mean, he fought at Rosecroft. I was there. He fought at the convention center. I was there. And he fought at the one at the state. I wasn't at the university when he fought there. But still.
He fought at DC Armory?
Yeah, Armory. He fought at the Armory. It's been a while since he's been home, okay? Yeah. So for him to come back home, I mean, everybody gonna show out for this boy. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a heck of a show. And knowing him, he gonna have the nerve like, man, I'm home. It's gonna feel good. Because even when a lot of people forget about this, when he had his last amateur fight, all these people were there for that.
I was there. I was actually announcing that.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. So this is gonna be huge. This is gonna be huge. Come out, just go ahead. He's gonna pay homage. Y'all gonna pay homage to him when he comes out, but he's gonna tip his hat to y'all as a thank you for showing up.
So, yep, no question about that. So, and then on Friday, August the 2nd at Live Casino in Hanover, Maryland, there'll be a Jetta Promotions card there.
Prize fighting, and we know you'll be back. So, congratulations. So, when can we expect you back in the ring? Okay, all right. That's right. Gonna leave it up Shabazz when you come back, real soon, from what I understand. And from the world of NFL, professional football, this gentleman, the prototype cornerback for 2-speed from the LA Chargers, starting cornerback, the promoter's son, Trevor Williams. Chargers had a nice team last year, gonna be even better this year. The prototype cornerback, bet you about 6'1", 6'1", 180, 190.
This is Barney Jones announcing people on ringside here. Pictures here. As we go on, actually Friday, August 2nd, we have the
number? 24. What you looking out for? He's on
Jetta Promotions card at Maryland Live Casino in Hanover, Maryland. Big main event on that card. Luther Lights Out Smith out of Bowie, Crofton, Maryland. He'll take on Stephen Bouget, Superman Bouget of New York by way of Albania. Luther Smith, 11-4, 9 KOs. Stephen Bouget, 16-2-1, 11 KOs. That's going to be an interesting 8-round main event for the Jetta Promotions card coming up here on August 2nd.
Yeah, I mean, let's just go ahead for a second and put out there just how devastating Luther Smith power is. Have people seen this guy hit? Y'all gonna get a heck of it because that boy come to fight and he can hit. I mean, he can hit. I mean, guys go to sleep when he hit him. So when you see, and he's gonna have a good fight against a guy who I believe that this fight really is gonna be an AA1 because Bajai has to respect Luther. You know, so this is gonna be a great fight.
Yeah, no question about it. Bouget fought here in the Beltway area. ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia back in 2016. Put on a good performance there. Also scheduled to be on this card, Jordan Short Dog White the Prima Jawara, Brandon Chambers, the police officer who's actually a police officer like the promoter Joni Jeter is in Baltimore, Chester Stewart, the former Raven player, as well as the return of the King's son, Jerry Odom, will be on this card coming up Friday, August 2nd at Maryland Live Casino. So a lot going on in this area, as we always say, and it's been a very busy year for us so far. Our co-feature heading to the ring now, Curtis Head, out of Southfield, Michigan. He's 4-3. 3 was went come by KO.
Warrior to the ring, please. To the blue corner, Hassim, gold-blooded Rockman Jr.
Last time that I checked, sky chains on my neck. There was no sweat on my rep. Last time that I checked, shadow center cells in the set. Quarter meal, no sweat. Last time that I checked, in the streets, voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, get the money and respect and the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was big sad, I was killer. Playing no games with you. Pop, switch lanes on you.
That's how I am, though, bro.
Hassim Gold-Blooded Rockman Jr. He's 7-0, 4 KOs. Has a big knockout among those KOs.
There was no sweat on my rep last time that I checked. Shadow center cells in the set. Quarter meal, no sweat last time that I checked. In the streets, voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. Get the money and respect and the power and the come back last time that I checked. No cosign, I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine and I take my time and take my stride. Every level that I cross in this game, I ain't stay blind from a visionary. Either I'm chance or you get it. Maybe it's both in this balance of the different game. For every in the streets, I'll feed the babies. Single mothers working.
You ready? Bringing out this Mommy Jones.
Black owners in this game.
About the evening scheduled for 4 rounds or less. Once again, these are the big boys in the heavyweight division. When the bell rings, your referee, internationally renowned Brent Ovell. Introducing the principals. First, fighting out the red corner, he's wearing the blue and white trunks. He weighed in at a big and bad 254 pounds. His professional record in his young career, 5 victories, 3 losses, 3 big KOs to his credit, hailing from Motown, Detroit, Michigan, home of the hits. And here tonight to lay down some hits here in the ring of his own. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis, the Bad Guy Head Jr. And the opponent fighting out the blue corner, he's wearing the black, red, and gold trunks. He weighed in at a svelte 213.2 pounds. Undefeated as a pro, a perfect 7-0 with 4 KOs to his credit. He's back and in full effect. Baltimore boxing fans, here is Hassim Gold-Blooded Rockman Jr. Brent Ovell with the final instructions.
I want you to protect yourselves at all times, obey my commands at all times. Let's touch them up.
4 rounds or less. Heavyweights.
Here we go. Hassim Gold-Blooded Rockman Jr. coming off a 4-round unanimous decision, back-to-back unanimous decisions in his last 2 bouts. He had a unanimous decision back on December 8th at Bowie State against Damian Reed. Tough guy. Here's Curtis Head, who's coming off a win here in his last outing. Gary Digital Williams alongside Don Hollingsworth II here at Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland.
Catch hands and shoot yours. One more gear, get that jab to the
Both men are conventional. Rockman tries a combination.
Stick to the body.
Right hand to the body by Rockman. Left right hand up top by Head. Good right hand there, but Rockman got a nice, solid jab so far with left hand. His right hand to the body by Rockman.
Keep doing it.
First minute, round 1, scheduled for 4. Right hand to the head by Rockman. Temple Bell warning him, hitting behind the head. That was right on the side to me, though. There's a tangle, and head falls down, but no knockdown there. Left hand to the body by Rockman.
Good jab. There you go, man.
Left hand by Rockman once again to the body. There's a right hand by Rockman. Hard head in front. Heading to the 5 minute of round 1, scheduled for 4. Head trying to go inside, the barrel inside. Both men's hands are free, but now referee Temple Bell separates them. Left hand by Rockman. Another left hand by Rockman. Head tries to throw right hand over the top. That misses. Left hand to the body. There's another left hand by Rockman. Rockman just content throwing the jabs from the center of the ring. Right hand over the top by Rockman. Right hand to the body. Now the right hand by Rockman. Head tries to throw a left jab. Left hand, I should say, left hook. Right hook by head that time. Left jab by head now. He throws a couple of left jabs. Left hand by Rockman in return. That left jab by head. Final seconds, round 1. Right hand by Rockman. A couple good right hands by Rockman. Right hand to the body by Rockman. As this round comes to a close, and see if Rockman Jr. might be able to increase his output in round 2.
Yeah, beautiful boxing by both. But I would like to see Junior feint a little more, see if Curtis bite a little bit, but Curtis did a good job. But the thing that I like to see is I would like to see more stabs to the body from Rockman. I like to see Junior stab him to the body, put some water down in that tank, see if he slow him down a little bit. Let's see if this big boy can take it downstairs. But he's going good pace, good smooth, good shots. I give it a 10-9 round, on points, good. Took it back to the average. Good points here, settle on a hard shot here. Beautiful work by Rockman Jr.
Our main event still to come. Lorenzo Simpson taking on Dwayne Williams. That bout scheduled for 6 rounds. First 6 rounder for Lorenzo Truck Simpson. Here's round 2 now, scheduled for 4. There's left hand to the body by Rockman. Right hand just missing there by Rockman. Doing a good job with the jabs to the body is Rockman.
Indeed. I mean, he'll feint, give him a different look, and he'll stab him to the body. And that's beautiful. That's what you want to see in a developing pro. That's beautiful.
His left hand by Rockman. A little bit of a station break after this round. We'll give it to you. Right hand on the top by head. Hitting it back in head. Good left hand by head that time. That flipped Rockman's jaw there on the right side. Head left hand by Rockman. Right hand again by Rockman. Left hand by Rockman. There's right hand over the top by Rockman. And head complaining about the shot. And he getting challenged by Rockman. Now he holds Rockman against the far ropes. And referee Temple Bell separates him. Right hand by Rockman. Right hand by head in return. Rockman going a little southpaw here. They tangle. And referee Temple Bell has separated. And both men kind of, actually, there's a butt there. Looks like Curtis' head was butted in the head. Now he seems to be okay. Now Rockman coming over. Left hand missing there by Rockman. Right hand missing it by Head. Halfway through round 2, scheduled for 4, round 2. And tangle once again. Ooh. And referee, they tangle once again against the far ropes, off to our left. And Brent Bobel separated. In the center of the ring, Robin with a good left hand to the body, right hand up top. Rockman Jr. being very patient. And left hand and right hand misses by Rockman. They tangle once again. Head with his head down. And referee Brent Bobel warns him for it. We're inside the final minute of the second round, scheduled for 4. Left hand to the body by Rockman. Right hand by Rockman. Robin taking this round southpaw. Final second round. Left hand to the body by Rockman. And round ends. And Rockman's gotten hit a couple times in this bout so far, especially in the second round. And he still has yet to really up his output in this contest, Don.
I gotta give it to Curtis. He got some good reflexes because he didn't see it. Boom, come right over top with he caught him with 2 overhands, counting right hands, and then he also caught him with a few short 6-inch hooks. And then one time he tried to widen the hook and missed. But the thing about it is, he did another thing real slick. He did a little pro trick. He held Junior and dropped his weight on him and walked him over to him. He did it more than once. So when you see a guy do that, he's like, I'm gonna make him feel like how I feel, make him feel tired a little bit. Let's take a little bit off of him. So the right thing that he's doing, you can see that I can tell you right now from what I see Senior holding Junior and making him take them deep breaths, control everything. Everything that they're doing is about control. So all Junior got to do is just keep doing what he's been doing. Keep getting the points. If the shot's there, take it.
Get ready for round 3. Juan Marshall says hello to everybody on the Boxing on Beltway Podcast Network. Listen to tonight's broadcast. We're live from Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland on the Boxing on Beltway Podcast Network. Thanks for joining us. Gary Diggy Williams and Don Hollingsworth II sitting in for Juan Marshall here tonight. Round 3 scheduled for 4. And Head thought he got called for a low blow, but it wasn't. It was right on the belt line for his bounce, his punch against Rockman, and Rockman does it in kind. His right hand by Rockman. Left hand by Rockman. Head with a wild left hand to the head, missing. Trying to go lead to the body. Right hand. Right hand by Rockman. His left hand by Rockman. First minute, round 3, scheduled for 4. Left hand by Rockman. Head trying to throw left hand. Rockman now conventional in this third round. He went second round southpaw. And I think he may be a little bit more effective as a conventional fighter in this case. Both men posing now. Right hand by Rockman to the body. Missing the left hand. Now Rockman throws left hand, then moves over to his left. He's in the far neutral corner. Cross my real-time pain relief ringside location. There's left jab by Rockman. Lands on the face of Head. Right hand, try the combination there. There's the right hand. Oh, left hand by Head. Both men posing as we approach the final minute of round 3, scheduled for 4. Left jab by Rockman. Looks like Rockman really kind of hesitant to put on the gas in this thing, and I'm wondering if he'd be able to do that, Don.
No, I don't think he's hesitant to put on the gas. I mean, he did get caught with some counters. He's taking his time trying to see what he sees. All right, so he'll open in there because you saw he switched. He switched. Look at that angle. Switch went back to conventional. Look at that angle. See what's going on. See what he's looking at. He's just making sure he get the points and get out and take no stupid amount of punishment.
Couple left jabs by Rockman. His right hand missing it by head. Seconds take away in the third round. And missing left hand is right hand by Rockman. Head yelled out at the end. Now they're talking to each other as the round ends. So, real tough win. A tough bout here. Head's a little awkward there. No question about that. So, we'll see what happens in this fourth and final round.
I think that's been good, but I gotta say, man, you gotta tip your hat to Curtis Head. He looks sharp, man. I mean, this dude be in some better shape, throw a few more punches. He got some approach. He can feint both. Man, this the first. How is it we get all the way to the co-main event and we finally see some feints and flinches, some stutters, come over top, different jabs. Like, why is it that we waiting now to finally see that? You know, I mean, we watching a beautiful boxing match right now. Beautiful boxing match.
Put your hands together for both Ring Warriors. This is the fourth and final round.
Let's see who actually make it through the final round. We haven't done that all night, so we'll see what happens here. Fourth and final round. Asim Rockman undefeated, 7-0, 4 KOs. Curtis Head 4-3, 3 KOs. The left hand there by Head. Another big left hand by Head. There's a right hand by Head. And Rockman gets pushed back. No punch, but it was a pushback. Referee Brent Bovell will tell him so, and Head trying to complete his case, but it was definitely a push by Curtis Head. Now back in the southpaw stance is Hasim Rockman Jr. The right hand there by Rockman. First minute, final round. Right hand by Head, that misses. Left jab there by Rockman as he's going back to conventional. There's left hand by Head. That left hand by Rockman in return. There's a big right hand, misses. Right hook misses by Rockman. Right hand down the pipe, that lands pretty well. Right hand on the top by Head, that lands. May not be the most powerful box punches, but they're landing on Rockman. We'll see the judges giving him credit for that. Left jab by Rockman. There's left hand by Head. Left jab by Rockman. Push his head up against the ropes. Right off to our right. And Rockman looks very hesitant right now.
Yes, because he got caught with a few counters. He ain't trying to get caught with nothing stupid, especially at home. We do know how fans act. We hometown fans act. I mean, I'm just saying. But, you know, he looks good. He looks sharp. He's getting the right points. He's doing nice pro tricks. I'm happy for him. He's working a good C pattern, flinching, getting different looks. I'm happy for him. I just like to see him bring that, hold the telephone just a little bit more. That's the only thing I would like to see him do.
Head to the final minute of round 4. They tangle once again. Now in the center of the ring, left hand by Head. Right hand missing there by Rockman. Up against our real-time Premier League location. Rockman throws a combination and lands. Head to the final moments of the final round. And both men tangle, but it looks like for the first time tonight, we will go the distance in a contest. Here at Rosecroft Raceway. Couple good right hands to end the show for Hasim Rockman Jr. And they tangle once again, and tempers are a little flaring here. And things are getting crazy once again here tonight at Rosecroft Raceway. It's Sharif Rockman trying to take up for his brother, but This has been one crazy night tonight.
Yeah, so we leaving out the back door. All right, you know, I checked this one exit right there. There's another exit right there. All right, look, the elevator gonna be blocked. All right, so I know a shortcut in Rosecroft, all right?
Okay, sounds good. But things got a little out of hand at the end of the bout between Curtis Head and Hasim Rahman Jr. And security and foreigners came into the ring. No fans came into the ring. But for now, it looks like cooler heads seem to have prevailed. So this has been a very, very crazy night here at Rosecroft Raceway.
First, we get the incident with Sykes. Then we have a little bit of a stuff up with the call out, you know, Sykes. And then we have this. I mean, everything was good. Hopeless injury. That thing almost went south. I mean, I've been around these games. I was a little boy, and I done seen some wild nights. But this is probably rank about 6 for me, about 4. I've seen a little bit worse. Been involved in a little bit worse. But you know, it was a good night. It's been a good night. That's to the boxing ability. I like both of them did good. But I would like to see Rahman feint a little more. Keep feint, because he got a nice feint. Oh, he got a beautiful feint. But hold the telephone a little more and don't just settle for when the guy counter you. If you see the counter coming, catch it, come back with 2 more that you see. But as he continues to go along, because his father was good at catching and coming back with bombs.
Yeah.
It'll progress. He's 7-0. He's going to 8-0. He's moving fine. He'll do fine.
We will wait the official word, the official decision for the first time tonight from Marina and Disco Bobby and Jones. It is almost 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, and right now the sun is still out. So we have a possibility that we can do something we have not done in a long time, is actually finish a boxing card before it gets dark here tonight. Here's Brianna Disco Bobby Jones coming to the ring. And now the 2 men are laughing and they seem to be okay. That's good to hear.
That's what people got to understand, Mr. Digital. A lot of this stuff, man, is stuff in between the ropes. As soon as it's over with, y'all just finished knocking each other up out of the head. Hey, yo, man, I respect you. You hit hard, all right? I respect you.
For the first time tonight, let's have a well-deserved round of applause for both our fighters. All 3 judges scored it identically. John Gradowski, Paul Wallace, and Don Richard were in agreement, 40-36, all to the winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Hasim Jr. That's here for Curtis Head Jr. as well.
So Hasim Rahman Jr.
Unmistakable in his corner tonight. His father, former heavyweight champion of the world, Hasim the Rock Rahman Sr.
All 3 judges, John Gradowski, Don Rich, and Paul Wallace, they all saw it about the same 40-36. Hasim Rahman Jr. raises his record at 8-0, 4 KOs. Curtis Head evens his record now at 4-4 with 3 KOs. Still to come, our main event, Lorenzo Truck Simpson taking on Dwayne Williams. Stay with us.
Kurt Bone of all days. Thank you for coming out, Kurt. True boxing supporter. This gentleman took a little break because he had certainly been on the circuit fighting consistently. We'll see him back here shortly. Mac Poppy Allison the 4th. Quad, where are you, Quad? Also in the house we have a mother and daughter who's leading the effort to keep. Well, let me ask you this, if you know the late great Mr. Gene Hughes. Anybody remember that name, Gene Hughes? Round of applause. Yes. He passed, of course, but we need to keep his legacy and his spirit alive. And this mother and daughter team are doing just that On behalf of Midtown Youth Academy, Gloria Lee and Khalida Jackson. Where are you, ladies? Stand up. Over here? Let's give them a round of applause. That's right. Let's keep that legacy alive. We're in support of Midtown Youth Academy. At ringside tonight, we have the original voice of Inside Sports, Mr. Ron Harris. Ron Harris.
He's gone. He left. Yeah, he left.
Also, these two gentlemen at ringside. The first, Gary Digital Williams, who has the #1 red blog in all of boxing, Boxing Along the Beltway, and Spreakers.com podcast. With his partner tonight, this aspiring color commentator. But I'm more proud of following his educational career for the last, 10, 12 years. And he's now certified to become an MD, medical doctor. Don Golden Child Hollingsworth Jr. Man, I'm so proud of you. That's awesome. Inspiring. Okay. Promoter said you are a special guest. He wants you to come on up here in the ring to give you recognition, gentlemen. Come on up here. We're going to find out. Come on. Don't be scared. Come on. Ricky, shut up. When you do announce on the mic, you do your thing. Okay?
He really announced.
Now, who are they?
Sure, man. You sure.
Oh, okay. These are the Avalon brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy.
Tommy, Brian, and Wilfredo. Not that's who they were.
Yeah, they'll be on the next show.
Oh!
Okay, so you diversify. That's what you do. That's smart. That's right. Yeah, I've been reading about Tommy Avalon. So what's your record?
I didn't see them behind
Pro debut. What about you?
Pro debut also.
Oh, pro debuts. I like that. That's it for Avalon Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, Doug. You're with the right person. You're with the right person, I'll tell you. Very good. Thank you. Let's hear from them again.
Say hi to them. Yes, indeed. They can go, too.
Okay, now, Ricky, we can get to this. Of course. And certainly, we always pay homage to her great father, Dave Jacobs. His spirit certainly continues on. This is the daughter carrying on that legacy, Candy Jacobs. Candy, thank you for coming out. Thank you so much. That great support. Coming up, the main event. Dwayne Williams and Lorenzo Truck Simpson.
Back here at Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland, Gary Digital Williams along with Don Hollingsworth II, sitting in for Juan Marshall tonight. We just got word that guys who have been through the amateurs and won local and regional Golden Gloves for many, many years on the next Shabazz Brotherz card, whenever that may be, all three of them, Tommy, Brian, and Wilfredo Avalar, they will all turn pro on the next Shabazz Brotherz card. I tell you, those are three guys who are have been outstanding all throughout their amateur career here in the Beltway.
I mean, the Avalar brothers, man, them boys can rumble. I just hope that they don't fight too much. I want them to box. If they can box beautiful, I just want them to continue to keep being such good young men and carry themselves well outside the square.
Yeah.
And if they carry themselves the same way, and everything else keep coming to them positively in the ring, just keep doing what they're doing. They're going to develop into complete pros.
We've been talking about the next wave. You know, we had a wave that came through from the amateurs in 2012 that featured likes of Jared Hurd, Mike Reed, Devontae Davis, so many great boxers. Lamont Rose Jr. was part of that wave, and Russell Brothers, Antoine and Antonio Russell. So many boxers were part of that wave. And then now you look at guys like the Avalar brothers who have been through the amateurs for many years, many times, right here at Rosecroft Raceway in the Washington and Regional Golden Glove. It'll be great to see them turn pro coming up on the next Shabazz Brotherz card. No date for that yet, but we look forward to seeing all three of the Avalar brothers in action coming up as a pro for the first time. Here comes Dwayne Williams from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's 1-0. His one win by knockout. He'll have a take on Lorenzo Truck Simpson. This bout scheduled for 6 rounds. So Lorenzo Simpson going 6 rounds after only 4 bouts. And Dwayne Williams only going 6 rounds after only 1 bout. That's amazing.
To the ring, please, to the blue corner, Lorenzo Truck Simpson.
Oh, damn, what's good? How are you?
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Great job, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Great job. Ashton Goon Sites came by. He was kind of in a rush. We didn't get a chance to interview him, but he's very happy about that big win he had tonight.
Oh, yeah, very. Oh, man, I can't blame him. He went to hell and back tonight. So, yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him, period, man. And we're coming to the last fight of the night. And it seems like they're ready to go.
Yeah. And the sun is going down, so we probably won't make it by the end of the sun tonight, but we'll see.
Say this again, all right?
Huh?
Tell me the people ain't get their money worth. You tell me the people not getting their money worth.
Okay. Right?
All
Yeah.
right, so I put on the best shows. I hold the title. I'm the best promoter in the area.
Sounds good. Yep. Shabazz Brotherz calling himself a promoter of the year. It's been a night primarily of knockouts tonight. Exciting knockouts, though. No question about that. Still waiting the appearance of Lorenzo Truck Simpson. Here comes Lorenzo Simpson to the ring. Latest in the Upton boxing pipeline, and we had Malik Warren, who was scheduled to be on this card tonight, making his pro debut, but he wasn't there. But he had some issues. Malik Warren had some issues with the card. Let's go to ring announcer, the one and only Discombobulating Jones.
Shabazz Brotherz Boxing proudly presents our feature about the evening as sanctioned by the Maryland State Athletic Commission Department of Labor Licensing and Regulation. Executive Director Patrick Piniella, Chairman David J. Norman. And so from inside the intimate boxing ballroom here at Rosecroft Raceway here in Fort Washington, Maryland, from in front of a sold-out standing room only crowd, we come to our main event of the evening and the moment of truth. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, it's time to bring the noise. Rosecroft Raceway boxing fans, are you ready to do this? Then let's step to this. 6 rounds or less of world-class boxing in the middleweight division. The matchmaker for this summer boxing star is the renowned boxing diva Renee Aiken. When the bell rings, the man controlling the mayhem in the middle, internationally renowned referee David Brazlow. Introducing the principals. First, fighting out the red corners with the red and white trunks, he weighed in at a lean and mean 158.2 pounds as an amateur. He was a two-time Lucien Blackwell champion for the city of Philadelphia, now 1-0 as a pro. That victory coming by KO, hailing from that famous fight town, the city of brotherly love, but he said there'll be no love lost here in the ring tonight. Boxing fans, please welcome Dwayne the Beast Williams. And his opponent fighting out the blue corner. He wearing a black, white, and red trunks. He weighed in at a long and strong 160.8 pounds as an amateur. His accomplishments, too many to mention, as he remained ranked #1 in the world for years. Now 4-0 as a pro with 3 KOs to his credit and on the fast track to ring greatness as the one to watch in the division today. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the new generation fighter, born and bred in Charles City, Baltimore, Maryland, Lorenzo Simpson. Dave Brazlow with the final instructions.
And Upton Boxing to his ring announcer, Dave Brazlow.
My commands at all times. Touch him up. Good luck.
I was going to say Upton Boxing in the building. WBA Super Featherweight Champion Gervonta Tank Davis is here, along with Malik Iceman Hawkins. I know Malik Warren is here in the area as well. All here to see Lorenzo Truck Simpson to get ready for his first 6-round bout up against Dwayne Williams of Philadelphia. Gary Digital Williams alongside Don Hollingsworth II. Our main event here from Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland. Here we go, round 1. We're scheduled for 6.
It's fun.
Behind us? No, behind Simpson. Simpson southpaw. Left jab by Williams. Another left jab by Williams. Simpson staying on the outside a little bit. Right hand jab flicking out by Simpson. The left jab by Williams. Quick right hand by Simpson. First minute, round 1, scheduled for 6. Right hand over top by Simpson. The left hand by Simpson. Left hook to the head of Williams. Left hand by Simpson. He gets out of the way. Simpson now moving to the outside. Left jab by Williams. Trying to flick that left jab out. Simpson content to stay on the outside. There's another right hand by Simpson. Right hand, oh, good clutch, tight and close. There's left hand by Simpson. They tangle, and referee Dave Brazlow separates them. There's a left hand, counter left hand by Simpson. That landed on the head of Dwayne Williams. Right hand missing there by Williams. Simpson missing with left hook. Right jab by Simpson. Another right jab. Williams palm with his left jab. Open, fine exchange jabs. Right hand to the body by Simpson. We approach the final minute of the first round, scheduled for 6. Left hand, good left hand by Simpson, and down goes Williams, but there will be no knockdown. The two men did tangle with their feet. So good call there by Dave Brazlow. The two men did tangle with their feet. Yes, Simpson landed a punch, but I think it was more the tangle by the feet in that situation. So good call there, in my opinion, by Dave Brazlow. And the right hand by Simpson. Left hand by Simpson. Simpson starting to find the range as this round comes to a close. And Simpson staying on the outside. As the round ends, he tries to hold left hand of that bell, but he missed it. So good round for Lorenzo Simpson. Stayed mostly on the outside. Got some key hits in down the stretch, but maybe a situation where he may believe that he may be able to get inside Dwayne Williams.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I'm looking at Coach Calvin, and this is a great coach. And you can see Truck is in great shape. As soon as he came out, he said to stay on the outside, touch him here, see what he's working with, and as soon as he started getting into a groove, he started touching them at will. That's how much that experience, and if you know who Truck is, all the experience he had, that, people like him, Tierra Brown, Tank, the Russell, they just see things, all that experience, it pays dividends when it comes to points like this. Because all of a sudden, it didn't take long for him to see something and get into a groove, and that is on.
Get ready to start round 2, scheduled for 6. The one week from the night will be at the Gardens Ice House in Laurel, Maryland for the GQ Promotions card on Saturday, June 29th. Round 2 scheduled for 6. Williams in the center of the ring. Simpson with a couple of left jabs to start. Looking out that right jab, I should say. Right jab. Left hand by Williams. There's a right jab by Simpson. Another right jab, this time to the body. Does a good job. Williams tries right hand to the body, just misses. Simpson got out of the way. There's another right jab by Simpson. Right jab to the head. Another right jab to the head. Right hand missing there by Williams. His left hand to the body by Simpson. They tangle. And Brazzo separates them. Left hand by Williams. Oh, right, left jab. Left hand by Williams. The left hand by Williams. Right hand by Williams. Right hand to the body by Williams. This Simpson come back with left hand that misses. Right hand. Left hand by, there's left hand by Simpson. Good left hand to the body by Truck Simpson. Brazzo has separated. They tangle in the far neutral corner. Right hand missing there by Simpson. His left hand by Simpson to the body. And Williams trying to get inside as they tangle, but they break up by themselves. His left jab by Williams. Right hand missing there by Simpson, by Williams. Williams trying to throw a right hand over the top, but they tangle and Brazzo separates them. Halfway through, past the halfway point of round 2, and a right hand drops. Lorenzo Simpson, it drops. Dwayne Williams. Williams trying to get up. Walks to his corner. Turns around. With a good right hand over the top by Lorenzo Simpson. Referee says it's okay. But Simpson looks to close the show. He's got Williams back in the neutral corner right over a real-time training location where Simpson drops Williams with left hand and the bout is over. Lorenzo Simpson raises his record to 5-0, 4 KOs, 2 knockdowns in the second round. Ends the show here for Lorenzo Truck Simpson. Williams is on both knees now, talking to the doctors. But Lorenzo Simpson with a thunderous couple of left hooks, dropping Dwayne Williams twice and winning the bout.
Did we bet money that
No.
No, we didn't? Okay. Are you sure?
No,
I'm just saying, all right.
It's still light outside, so
okay,
you got it in.
I mean, I'm just saying, I called it. The boy got into a rhythm. He saw the openings, and then as soon as he got comfortable, everything started coming. I mean, and then he started laying them 8 ounces on Williams. Williams has nothing to be ashamed of, though, in my opinion. Boy can fight a little bit. Yeah. It's just that Truck has seen so much, got so much experience, it caught up to him. That's all. That boy should get back in the gym. Williams should get back in the gym. Keep being crafty. Keep trying to keep better. Man, I bet you gonna get in the next ring with the next. Oh, he ain't Truck. Oh, I seen this before. Want me to get rid of guys. he'll be just fine. But for Truck, man, that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful work. And man, that boy probably sees stuff in slow motion because he's in great shape. So it was a great counter shots. Great counter shots.
Explosive knockout will go into the record books as a TKO 2 minutes 29 seconds of the second round. He now goes to 5 with 4 KO. The next generation superstar, Lorenzo Truck Simpson.
Renzo Simpson, 5-0 now, 4 KOs.
Calvin Ford.
The second round TKO.
From what I understand, world champion Gervonta Tank Davis is in the house. He'll be headlining July 27th at Royal Farms Arena, Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore on the rise. Let's hear for everyone you've seen tonight here, brought to you by Shabazz Brotherz Boxing. And don't forget to join us again, July 13th.
Great card with a big win by Lorenzo Truck Simpson.
Boxing, amateur boxing, food and fun and music. July 13th, Cherry Hill Park, Baltimore.
From Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland, this is the Boxing on the Beltway Post-Fight Wrap-Up Show. The Boxing on the Beltway Post-Fight Wrap-Up Show brought to you by Real-Time Pain Relief. From boxers to ballerinas with shoulder pain and boxing, shoulder pain and muscle strain, everything in between. Boxing on the Beltway recommends Real-Time Pain Relief. Natural, plant-based, safe, fast, and effective ointment. Go to freepainoffer.com, buy $10 worth of Real-Time Pain Relief. You get a free $10 tube of Real-Time Pain Relief. Rub it on, the pain is gone in real time. And by DeborahSpears.com. She has great weight loss tips and a book she has on her site. And also she has great jewelry as well, boxing pendant, that you can buy on Deborah, D-E-B-R-A Spears.com. I'm Gary Digital Williams, joined by Don Hollingsworth II, sitting in tonight for Juan Marshall, did an outstanding job. And tonight we saw, I would say, a very unconventional card here tonight.
That's being generous.
5 of the 6 bouts ended in knockouts, but there was a lot of things going on in between certain bouts that really made this night a very unconventional and indeed a night to remember here tonight at the Rosecroft Raceway.
Man, I'll tell you, this is why I said in the beginning of this segment, man, Rosecroft is sacred ground. Guys like Monster Mark John before here. You know, Larry Riccio before here. And every time them type of guys for here, it always got cracking, man. The crowd got their money's worth tonight. Shout out to Shabazz Brotherz. Put on a heck of a card. He took care of these fights. He took care of the fans. I'm proud of him, man. I stand up and tip my hat to him. But also, man, I've seen a lot of wild cards happen at Rosecroft, so this one ain't nothing new to me. This one ain't nothing new to me. But man, the knockouts, the style, the fans were happy. It was a happy night.
But by the way, and I did have a good
Truck is gonna be special because he has it that all of them have. All of that stuff that, all of the ingredients that you saw in all the other great fighters, you could look at Truck and say, oh, it's another one coming. Yeah. It's another one coming, man. Because he sure enough was in there and saw everything coming. He was so comfortable in there tonight, and that's what you want to see in a pro. So imagine as he gets pro trips. Imagine he start getting to get seasoned. He's gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, again, coming out of a great gym and up in boxing. Devontae Davis is already there. Malik Hawkins right behind him. Then you have Simpson. Malik Warren was scheduled to be on this card. He did not perform, but he has a lot of talent as well. So it just keeps coming for Renzo Simpson. He scored 2 knockdowns here tonight. Brutal left hands. And again, as Don said, once he got comfortable, he went to work and got the job done.
Yeah, so he came out, fainted, stayed long, came up on the jab. And I don't know what Coach Cal said, but I heard him say, trust me on this. Next thing you know, Truck turned on. The bell rung, went back to the corner, and I see him talking to Truck, and I'm like, what are you saying to him? But I can see it. But that same look I saw when Tank was early in his career, and he fought at Rosecroft, and they sitting there laughing in the corner. I was like, oh, yeah, he comfortable. He came, and it's like history repeats itself. Tank came out, knocked out his guy. And then tonight, Truck came out, knocked his guy out. It's the same thing. It's that comfortability, that experience, and being comfortable with your corner. That's all it was, man. He just did what he was supposed to do.
Renzo Simpson now 5-0, 4 KOs. Wayne Williams falls for the first time in his career. He's now 1-1. The only bout to go to this tonight was our co-feature. That's Hakeem Goldbladder Rockman Jr. out of Baltimore. he won a relatively easy 4-round unanimous decision win over Curtis Bad Guy Head of Southfield, Michigan. And again, it was about where I thought Rockman fought very well tonight, but I think he really did not advance like he could have. Advanced too well. While we have a moment, before we get to that fight, I'll switch plays with Sharif. Hold on.
I thought it was going to be longer.
Yeah, hold on.
Like 5 minutes.
Now, before we continue talking about the card, the bout between Hasim Rahman Jr. and Curtis Head, we want to bring this guy in because after our second bout of the night, he had a situation in his bout. And second bout of the night was probably the testiest bout of the night. It actually took place. The testiness really started the night before during the weigh-in between Ashton Sykes and Devin Butcher. Well, the bout, and we'll talk more about this as we go on, the bout was won by Sykes in the 6th round by TKO, by knockout. Beautiful knockout there over Devin Butcher. However, the man joining us here tonight, who is actually the younger brother of Hasim Rahman Jr., Sharif C3 Rahman, looking to make his return tonight, looking to make his return in the near future. And you wanted to be against Ashton Sykes, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, the man called me out, about a year ago, close to a year ago after I fought Tyleek Taylor, who he can't beat, by the way. If Ashton Sykes fights Tyleek Taylor, he will probably lose. He lost on the card where he called me out. So, Devon Butcher is my guy. So, I take that personal. I feel like I need that back from my guy. I'm going to go ahead and clip Ashton. I'm going to go ahead and get that back from my guy, and he'll be back.
Yeah, man. I mean, I get it. People care about their family. They get but at the same time, you handled it very well. You handled it like a pro. I'm glad that you did that. Because you even went up there, you did it like the guys in the 50s, the 60s. Hey, I want to fight this guy, shake his hand. It's over with. So I'm glad you kept your cool. I'm glad you got in there and controlled yourself like a pro, man. I tip my hat to you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I've been around boxing my whole life, so I know how to conduct myself. You can say whatever you want. Words can be exchanged because that's the sport. But as long as nobody put my hands on me, then we're not going to escalate the situation because, it's unnecessary. We fight for a living. So that's where we handle our business in the ring.
Well, I'm starting to cut you off, but a lot of folks around you got testy after it was over with.
Yeah, no, and that's just, a lot of people be pump faking, because if you really wanted to do something, you would just do it. You wouldn't even be talking about it. So, I'm never worried about that. Like my dad always say, I'm good at Penn State and I'm good at the state pen. However you want to do it, we can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good. We look forward to seeing you in the ring again. No question about that. If it is against Ashton Sykes, hopefully that'll be the case. Sharif C3 Rahman out of Baltimore. And I tell you, that legacy is really something else. Hasim Jr. and Sharif. Congratulations, sir. Appreciate it. All right, thank you. But getting back to Sharif's brother, Hasim Rahman, while we got you here, what do you think of your brother's performance tonight?
I think he did good. I like his win tonight. His win looked better than any other fight. He never appeared tired to me in the fight. I want a little bit more. I want more punches from him. But I like his punch count was better this time. So, it was a good fight to me. A couple things we can always work on. You always got room for improvement. But I was happy. I feel like he got the job done.
What does your father think of you two in the pro ranks right now? What is his thought? What is he thinking about when you're in the pro?
Well, you had to ask him, man. I don't know. Of course he knows what we have because we got the same blood. Right. But I fight middleweight. My brother fight heavyweight. He wouldn't even be in there with us if he didn't think we could go all the way and surpass his legacy. He wouldn't even be in the corner and be in here with us. He wouldn't do it because this the hurt business. Yeah. So
he's becoming
do the hurting.
He's becoming quite a trainer along with you two. He's also got Michael the Bounty Hunter.
Oh yeah.
And working with him and doing well. So doing well.
That's a beast right there. They don't want to see Mike Hunter in the heavyweight division, man. Give that man a shot and put your money on him. If you're a bet man, you'll come up. Because a lot of people don't know. I got a text message in my phone. I swear to God, I texted my brother the day before Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz. I said, bro, Andy Ruiz might pull off the upset tomorrow. I wasn't 100% sure, but I had a real feeling. And I just know styles make fights. I feel like Andy Ruiz is too fast for AJ. So if he fights him again, the same thing is going to happen.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. C3 Rockman. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right. And again, a good win for Shabazz brother, Hasim Rockman Jr. And he raised his record 8-0, 4 KOs. Curtis Head, the bad guy out of Southfield, Michigan, 4-4 with 3 KOs.
All right, for sure.
Also on the card tonight, the return of Kwame Rambo Ritter out of Baltimore, Maryland now. He raised record of 4-0, 3 KOs. He scored a first-round knockout, 134 the first round, over Clarence the Problem Child Whitfield. And that was, the Kwame Ritter knockout, Don, was a brutal one, no question about that.
Oh, Anthony's? We talking about Anthony Sykes, right?
No, talking about Kwame Ritter and Clarence Whitehead.
Yes. Oh, no. Yes, indeed. Kwame came out here ready for business. It was hard to hear you through all the music, man. It's been like a whole nother party up in here.
Yep.
But Kwame came in here on a mission. I think he thinking about, man, I'm making up for lost time. And he came in on a mission. Soon as he saw that the feint right hand was coming over the top, was landing, and the boy was pulling up the earmuff, he went right in between the guard and went right to the hook. And then that was the end of the night. And it was all over. And that was the end of the night. It was all over.
Yeah, no question about that. A great win for Kwame Ritter. First bout back since 2016. Back since 2016. Kwame Ritter now 4-0, 3 KOs, and Clarence Whitehead is now 0-2. Also on the card tonight, of course, we had a real tough situation involving Nathaniel the Juggernaut Copeland when he took on Musin the Spartan Kaysen of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Baltimore. Kaysen scored a first-round TKO, a tough one, because what happened was Kaysen hit Copeland, and looked like he hit Copeland against his arm, and his left arm went into a sling, and Kaysen ended up winning about 50 seconds of the first round. Kaysen now 5-0, 3 KOs, 1-1 for Nathaniel Copeland. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on, but joining us right now is the guy who did win our main event, our co-feature tonight, winning by 4-round unanimous decision. He's undefeated, Hasim Gold-Blooded Rockman Jr. Good to have you with us, man.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I want to thank God for the victory. And, let my fans know I will look better each and every time out.
Well, talk about it. Well, I tell you, your brother was just here, Sharif, and he was saying he liked your output. Your output was better than most. Describe what you thought about tonight.
I thought I had a little ring rust. I haven't fought since Bowie, December.
Right.
And, I had to shake it out a little bit, but, once I got hit, I was home. So I tried to open up as much as I could, but my whole it wasn't a game plan coming in because we never seen the guy fight. But once I got in there, I realized that I could catch him in between throwing shots. And he wasn't throwing, like, more than one. So I would catch it, and then he would just cover up. So it made it difficult to kind of get any action going. But, I kept my jab on him. I kept touching the body every round. And I just listened to my corner. And, everybody's not going to go. So I asked him if he would run it back. He said he'll have a rematch. So, next time we'll make it an 8-rounder or a 6-rounder, and we'll get him out of there.
And look, he was on the crafty side a little bit too.
Yeah,
he was showing you some different looks.
He was showing different looks, and he was open for the right hand, but I don't know why, but I felt like other shots were open, and then when I switched southpaw, he didn't have any idea what to do.
Right.
So that was really.
And I like the way you did that. You went back and forth from conventional southpaw and did it effortlessly tonight.
Yeah, he didn't know what to do when I switched southpaw. Most people don't, and I felt comfortable southpaw. And actually, if you watch the end of the 4th round, I think he was ready to go, and I was in the southpaw position, and I just was wishing I had another round or two.
Don?
I think you look good. One thing I want to say that I really enjoyed was feint. We didn't see a feint all night until you got in it, and it was beautiful. Man.
That was the first thing I did was feint. If you watch the fight again, I came right out the first round, and that's thanks to my brother. First thing I did was feint. So.
I love the way he was feint, walk, make him follow you, and next thing.
Everything came together but the knockout. everything came together but the knockout. And I think that if I had another round or two, he would have been out of there.
And I'm going to put it on stamp now. I really believe that with everything I saw, as you keep progressing and keep getting more seasoned, a little more pro tricks and all that, find out a little more stuff, especially because growing up around it, man, it's going to be dangerous, man. You got a lot of speed, you feint, you give different looks, you know how to fight southpaw. It's going to be a lot of difficulty for guys to keep up with you, man.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that,
fine,
I appreciate that.
Fine,
thank you.
I'm going to ask the same question I asked your brother. What does your father think about continuing your progression as far as pro is concerned, for you both and you and Sharif?
Oh, he didn't want us to turn pro, ever. He didn't want either one of us to turn pro. He didn't want us to box, but you know, when it's in your DNA, it's in your DNA. I'm probably going to have a hard time, you know, keeping my son out of the ring. Inshallah, one day I have a son. I want to say rest in peace to the son I did lose, Jibril Rockman. And, you know, he's always with me. I'm always thinking about him. I'm always fighting for him. So, you know, it's just in the blood. When fighting is in you, I'm sure hundreds and hundreds of years ago, whatever bloodline we came from, they was champion fighters. So it's nothing new. It's something that you can't change. It's in our DNA.
All right, good enough.
I can tell you from experience, when you have a father that does it, they don't want it because they think about the shots they took.
Yeah.
They don't want their kids taking them shots.
Right.
And then they have guys like my uncle Nesto, Jared's trainer is my uncle. He was like, man, tell your dad I'm sorry, man, because now I'm dealing with it with my son. I used to bug you. He said, yeah, because you think about all the shots that you took. You don't want your kids taking those shots. But then it's like, God, he got it in him. I can't keep him away.
Right.
And when you guys got that talent that you have, what can he do? What can he do?
It's tough. And you know, it's a raw ability to be able to withstand being punched.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not for everybody. As you can see, a lot of guys everybody came here tonight and got a knockout except for me. So the other side showed you that it's not for everybody. So
that's right.
I really feel like, you know, tonight was a great show. You had all knockouts but one fight, and then the one fight that wasn't a knockout was a complete domination on every scorecard. So it was a great show. I want to say thank you to Shabazz Brotherz Promotions, and thank God for the win.
All right, good enough. Hasim Rockman Jr., gold-blooded out of Baltimore, Maryland. Raises record now to 8-0, 4 KOs, 4-round unanimous decision. Appreciate that. 4-round unanimous decision over Curtis Bad Guy Head of Southfield, Michigan. So that was our co-feature tonight. And again, going back to the bout between Moose and K-Sun, his Hasim and Sharif's uncle, taking on Nathaniel Copeland. A real tough break there, and no pun intended, but it was a tough one against Nathaniel Copeland, against Moose and K-Sun. K-Sun hit. Copeland looked like on the left elbow, left arm, and that arm completely broke. And Copeland fell to the ground, and the bout was over at 50 seconds of the first round. And again, Copeland coming off the great bout he had in his pro debut, it was really kind of a shame for him to go out in that manner.
Yeah, you know, and like I said during the broadcast when the fight was happening, you're talking about a kid a man, you know, innate that he's not gonna lay down for nobody. So for him to go down the way he went down, it's for a reason. Yeah. So, you know, he'll be back, and he's gonna make sure that he comes back strong. So I'm happy. So, you know, I'm just happy that he's okay and he was able to get out, you know, without something worse. You know, so I just tip my hat to him, and he's gonna be back stronger.
Yeah, he stayed in the seated position in the ring for a long time, waiting for the paramedics to come with a stretcher and take him to a nearby hospital. Moose and K-Sun now 5-0, 3 KOs. Nathaniel Copeland now 1-1, 1 KOs. And again, going back to the bout that we referenced when we talked to Sharif, C3 Rockman, that Ashton Sykes, Devin Butcher bout, we had a knockout of the year candidate in the bout. But again, things were very testy before, during, and after that contest.
I mean, I told you, you wasn't at the way, I was at the way, and I saw them getting a little bit into it or whatever. But that was tamed compared to everything that happened during and after. That was fight of the night. Them two was going back and forth. It was they was getting closer and closer to each other. And then all of a sudden, I thought, okay, you know, it might be more of the same as long as Butcher don't get hit. Next thing you know, as soon as I thought that, boom, you heard an explosion. And the next thing you know, Butcher wound up getting stopped. Sykes wins. Hasim Rockman's brother comes in the ring and says, hey, you know, I would like, he winds up, Hasim Rockman Jr.'s brother, Hasim Rahman Sr.'s son, comes in the ring and says, I would like to fight Sykes next. And I'll put up my fight purse.
Right.
And all of a sudden, all heck break loose up in here.
Yeah.
And they had to separate them. That took the car, got a bigger intermission because they had to separate them too. Yeah. Man, and I'm like, imagine how Sykes feel right now. He like, man, I'm sore. Y'all want me to come back out here and do this again for free? I'm sore right now, all right? Man, but we will see how that develops.
Family members got involved and cornermen got involved. It was a pretty ugly scene for a little bit, but cooler heads finally prevailed. And we'll see what happens. I got to tell you, though, before I go into the last bout, I see Sharif and Hasim Jr. I covered his father for so many years and covered him through those great moments he had. I just feel awfully old right now. I tell you, I really do. But be that as it may. Our opening bout tonight, Norman Neely out of Patterson, New Jersey, raised his record 2-0, 2 KOs. He scored a first-round knockout over Kendrick Big Heavy Houston of Kannapolis, North Carolina. Houston came in at 315 pounds. Didn't really know how to use that weight very well, but Neely came in there, threw some punches, and got the victory, 119 the first round.
Yes. I mean, it was real. It was short, and it was sharp, and then it ended the night real cool. So I was happy for him. I was happy for him because he was able to handle the bigger guy. He made that guy use his weight against him. As soon as he threw the jab, he got him under it, boom, and it was over. And so, he did his thing.
So Norman Neely wins again, and once again, he's 2-0, 2 KOs. That is the card here tonight from Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland. We keep going. 1 week from tonight, we'll be at the Gardens Ice House in Laurel, Maryland for the GQ Promotions card. Main event is Jerome Quigley Jr. taking on Andre Bird in the welterweight bout. Quigley's 18-0, 16 KOs. Out of Montgomery Village, Maryland, Andre Bird is 7-7-2, 1 KOs. Also, Joe Jones on the card out of Leesburg, Virginia. He's a cruiserweight, 10-1, 8 KOs. Taking on Twan Smith, 3-2, 2 KOs. Cornell Hitman Hines scheduled to be on the card. He's 5-0, 2 KOs. He does not have an opponent yet. Francisco Bustos out of Rockville, Maryland, the Cisco Kid. He's 9-0, 6 KOs. He comes back for a 6-round bout against Del Vecchio Savage of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. He's 2-1, 2 KOs. Yank Plana, the sexy Albanian out of Hagerstown, Maryland, 4-0, 2 KOs. He'll battle in a super middleweight bout against Dennis Williams of Monroe, Louisiana, 4-12-1, 2 KOs. Marlon the Machine Bolin out of Bowie, Maryland, 2-0, 1 KO. Battles Khalid Bethea out of New York City. He's 0-1. All Beltway bout between the Red Comet Dante Cox out of Elk Ridge, Maryland, 3-1, 2 KOs. He'll battle James Too Slick Early out of Sea Pleasant, Maryland, 3-3. And now, man known as, his nickname is still Platinum Power, but he goes by the name of Leonor Alcantara Perez, the former Leo Alcantara out of Fort Washington, Maryland. He's 2-0. He's looking for an opponent on his bout. That's 1 week from tonight, Saturday, June 29th, from the Gardens Ice House in Laurel, Maryland. Should be a good one.
I'm emotionally invested a little bit because it's guys that I've trained with, good friends with, just like this card. But, I've seen them.
Just like every card for you.
Every card for me. But, Cornell, James, watch those guys develop, and I'm happy for them, and I'm happy that they're getting the recognition that they deserve, because both of those guys are slick as ice water and they can fight. So, and for Albania to beat my friend Jason Bell, but, a lot of guys did not think he was going to win that fight. So now he's really got eyes on him. So for him to showcase his skill, for all of those guys, man, I think it's going to be a great show. So we're going to have a great show tonight, then we're going to have another great show next week. I just can't wait. I can't wait.
Yep, and then July, of course, we got July 19th at MGM National Harbor Casino, top ranked card there. Dusty Hernandez Harrison scheduled to be on that card. Of course, July 27th at the Royal Farms Arena with Baltimore, Maryland, with Gervonta Davis defending his title against Ricardo Nunez. Then we have August the 2nd at the MGM. I'm sorry, at Maryland Live Casino. That bout, Luther Lighthouse Smith taking on Stevens Boujay, scheduled to headline that bout. So we still got a whole lot going on. We're just in the summer months, folks, and things will just continue to happen along the Beltway. So that'll do it here for the card here tonight from Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland. Our broadcast of the Box on Beltway post-fight wrap-up show. Once again, brought to you by Real Time Pain Relief. For free pain offer.com, go to freepainoffer.com. Buy $10 worth of Real Time Pain Relief. You get a free $10 tube of Real Time Pain Relief. Rub it on. The pain is gone in real time. And by DeborahSpears.com. Great weight loss tips, great jewelry on Deborah, DeBra Spears.com. Don Hollingsworth II, the golden child, the golden boy, did an outstanding job again. And again, this is someone you're going to hear from in the very near future. No question about that. And Don, it's great to have you on here this week.
As usual, I have to say thank you to you. Thank you to Juan Marshall for giving me the opportunity. Thank you for all my boxing brothers for showing me so much love. Just come out, Jones, saw my dad fight and everything, show me love. Without you guys, it's always a village and a foundation, and I'm just thankful for you guys. Thank you. Thank you. And I'll continue to make sure I represent myself as a true champion in and out the square for you guys and conduct myself the right way.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Did a great job. And Juan Marshall, look forward to your return very, very soon. And that'll do it here from Rosecroft Raceway in Fort Washington, Maryland. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Been a very, very unconventional, very wild night here for the Shabazz Brotherz car. We thank the folks at Shabazz Brotherz for their support. Thanks for joining us. Hope to hear from you next week at the Gardens Ice House in Laurel, Maryland. For Don Hollingsworth II and for Juan Marshall, I'm Gary Digital Williams saying so long from Fort Washington, Maryland, and thank you very much for joining us. And always remember, keep supporting the best boxing in the world, the boxing along the Beltway. Thanks for listening. Take care.